For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. Peace, everybody. What's good? It's that boy, Coach Malachi Williams, representing for New Media Today, USA. Coach Malachi Williams in the building. And I took a whole lot of notes, guys, on this press conference. I was totally wrong. I thought the twerkinator was going to say, I thought the twerkinator was going to keep that same energy and vigor that he normally has when he's on the Alphabet Boy channels. The twerkinator was quiet as a church mouse. You could hear a catfish piss underwater. Where are all you Bomb Squad fanboys at? Where you 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 at? Listen, your king has arrived at the Los Angeles at the press conference, and the twerkinator literally had no words to say. Literally, I will drop the link in a minute. But listen, let me let my co-host Shelton Moore come on. Hey, and my best friend Jay. Anybody want to jump in? We gonna go ahead and let you jump in, bruh. I wrote down 36. I wrote down a pad full of notes. Front page, second page, and third page. I wrote down 36 takeaways from this interview, from this press conference. The twerkinator was quiet as a church mouse. While they ain't doing no talking. This nigga been talking his entire career. Bomb Squad, yelling, screaming, hooping, and hollering, saying all kind of stuff. Now he got his ass whooped by Tyson Fury. He shows up at the press conference, and in the face-off, he looked like he was terrified. He was petrified. He was just froze like this here. Then he took the glasses off. He trying to save face. Man, this nigga finna get stopped. I can tell you that right now. Listen, anybody, where them Bomb Squad fanboys at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? This old trash can ass nigga, Deontay Wilder, he gets face to face with Tyson Fury. The first time he saw the man since he got his ass whooped, and you would think he would have a whole lot to say. The man literally was quiet as a church mouse. He ain't got nothing to say. He terrified. He petrified. I saw fear. That's what I saw. You in the press conference there to promote the fight, and you quiet as a church mouse. Malik Scott is admitting that Tyson Fury bust his eardrum in sparring. So let me ask you a question. So Malik Scott got his eardrum burst by Tyson Fury in sparring. Deontay Wilder got his ear burst in the fight. So Deontay Wilder and Malik Scott both got their ass whooped. Where the Bomb Squad, where the twerkinator fanboys at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Your king couldn't even talk. Tyson Fury snatched that nigga tongue out his mouth. And that's supposed to represent for this fool, the country boy from Alabama. All you Alphabet Boy channels, yes, I'm riding on your king. This garbage ass nigga didn't even have nothing to say. Listen, that ass whooping that he wore in that second fight, man, Tyson Fury knocked the fight out of his ass. Yes, sir. And guess what? This is the first and only press conference that they're gonna have. They're not gonna have any more press conferences. So guess what? I'm gonna ride Deontay Wilder, him and Malik, the Dobbs Scott, all the way to July. Woo! As the nature boy Ric Flair would say, woo! I'm a limousine riding, champagne drinking, caviar eating, tuxedo wearing, jet flying, type of guy. And whether you like it or not, Wilder, Tyson Fury beat your ass. He's on the top and you on the bottom. And that's just the way it is. Woo! The nature boy. Tyson Fury. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. This nigga quiet as a church mouse. Oh, this nigga quiet as a church mouse. This nigga, hey man, let's hit the Ali bell let's hit the Ali bell for Beyonce Wilder. We're gonna hit the Ali bell for Beyonce Wilder because that nigga gonna need it. He gonna need it. I tell you what, if you are a supporter of Beyonce Wilder, do you feel confident after this press conference? This old garbage ass nigga, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. This man was, hey, I thought he had super glue on his lips. Where the Beyonce Wilder fans at? You know what I mean? Where you at? Hey, man, listen, man. Wilder has a big ass mouth. He's been talking his entire career. I have never seen him this quiet. Bruh, he was terrified. The nigga was terrified. That's what I saw. Guess what? You know what I saw? This what I saw. Hold on. Wilder, what you got to say, man?
To this day.
Wilder, do you have anything to say?
To this day.
Oh, that's it? That's all you got to say? What else you got to say?
You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day.
Okay, hold on. Show enough. Do you have anything to say, show enough?
Am I the meanest?
Show enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Show enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Show enough.
Well, who am I?
Show enough.
Who am I?
Show enough.
I can't hear you.
Show enough.
Shogun.
Hey, Tyson Fury look like Show Enough, and Beyonce Wilder look like Bruce Leroy. You see what I'm saying? Hey, and then he had his crew in the back talking about something two times. Yeah, he gonna be two time getting his ass whooped by Tyson Fury. Yeah, it's gonna be two time, all right. 2 time ass whooping. Hey, listen, they got to tell niggas in the back, his hype men talk about something. Yeah, that's right, 2 times. They said, listen, they had to talk for the nigga because the nigga didn't want to say nothing. 2 times. Yes, 2 times he getting his ass whooped. Let's hit the Ali bell for Beyonce Wilder, his crew who showed up at the press conference. At least they had the balls to talk. Hit the Ali bell. As a matter of fact, let me get the super chat out the way.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime.
Shout out to Sly Tennis's coach. The headphones were too heavy. Man, listen, man. This man here, man, was quiet as a church mouse. You can hear a catfish piss underwater. How in the hell? Beyonce Wilder, this guy has the biggest mouth in the heavyweight division. From his first fight all the way to his 42nd fight, he's ran his mouth his whole career. This one time he got his ass whooped, now this nigga can't talk. Let me ask you a question. If you are a Beyonce Wilder supporter, do you feel confident right now in your king, the Twerkinator? Listen, Tyson Fury has knocked the fight out of this man. His spirit is gone. His soul has been snatched from his body. I can promise you this. When July 24th get here, his ass is getting whooped again. He's getting stopped again. Remember, I said I'm gonna give him to the 10th or 11th round. It's gonna be a late stoppage. This is what I say. But anyways, let me go ahead and give everybody a shout out. Everybody a shout out in the chat. Off the top, let me give a shout out to my sister Lisa Bales. Let me give a shout out to my brother Smith and West, Johnny Blaze, DJ Adam G UK. What's happening, partner? What's happening? You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to Wayne Fitness. Shout out to Alex Gonzalez. What's up? What's up, player? Shout out to Anthony Kane. Shout out to Toby Barlett. Shout out to Kathy W. What's going on, sis? What's going on, sis? Shout out to Delay Monsieur. What's going on with you, bro? What's going on with your play, boy? What's going on with you? Man, I didn't see nothing from the presser from Wilder camp. Malik did all the talking. Man, listen, man, Wilder is terrified. You see that man behind me, Muhammad Ali? Muhammad Ali never would have been quiet. in the press conference. Muhammad Ali never would have been quiet in the press conference. You see what I'm saying? Beyonce Wilder is a coward. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's a coward, and Tyson Fury snatched his soul from him. Literally. The boy can't even talk no more. Literally, I thought I had to use sign language. I thought I had to say, well, you know, Tyson Fury, Wilder. I thought I had to use sign language. He seemed like he was a deaf mute today. But anyways, shout out to Eliza. Shout out to Alex Gonzalez. Shout out to Wayne Fitness. Shout out to OD 327. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell. Shout out to Dead Game Boxing. Bomb Squad. Child, please, you better help him. Dead Game Boxing. You better help him because the country boy from Alabama, the Twerkinator, the nigga need help. Because Tyson Fury snatched his tongue out his goddamn mouth. Anyways, if you are a Wilder fanboy, you might want to leave this show today because I plan on hurting feelings today. Yes, I do. Anyways, Waza, what's going on, fam? Wizard Sleeve, what's up, what's up, what's up? Graham Taylor, what's happening? Daniel Nuts. Daniel Nuts, that's hilarious. What's going on, man? Would you say Wilder act like that kid that gets his ass whipped in a fighting game and gets his ass whooped in the fighting game and being quiet while others are playing, saying his head is hurt? Oh, yeah, listen, man. He gonna get his ass whooped again. I can pretty much guarantee you that. If you are a Deontay Wilder fan, you will be a fool to bet a quarter on that dude. That dude getting his ass whooped again. He's getting his ass whooped. I saw lack of confidence. I saw fear. I saw he just froze up. He was terrified. You see what I'm saying? That's what I saw. Muhammad Ali, the great Muhammad Ali. R.I.P. Let's hit the Ali bell for Muhammad Ali. He never would have been quiet in no press conference. You see what I'm saying? I tell you what. Shout out to Peter Von Ogg. Shout out to Eliza. Shout out to Toba Barlett. Shout out to Wayne Fitness. Shout out to Shane Moley. Molly. Shout out to Kathy W. Shout out to my main man Sly Tennessees. Shout out to he said, you're on the wrong side of history, my brother. No, sir, my brother. You are on the wrong side of history. You are. Literally. To be honest with you, sir. Shout out to Javorius. Shout out to Angus. Shout out to Smith and West. Shout out to Proud Father, Lisa Bells, Alex Gonzalez, Lifetime Eon, Peter Barnos, my brother Charlo. Shout out to on the Boxing Clever. You know what I mean? Shout out to Bruce Dog. Bruce Dog. Shout out to my sister Karma Serene. Karma Serene, what's going on with you, baby? What's happening? What's up, sis? Much love to Karma Serene and Lisa Bells. We're gonna respect these sisters. Shout out to Shane Molly. Shout out to Dave H. You know what, man? I'm giving everybody shout outs, man. Let me go ahead and wrap this up, man, because I want to get into the show. Hooligan Music, what's going on, fam? Daniel, shout out to Alan Skill, Dragon Leg, what's up, player? Shout out to DJ Adam G from the UK. Shout out to Dennis, what's going on, man? Who else we got? Shout out to Rachel. Rachel, what's going on, sis? What you say, Rachel? You say, I watched the press conference and I felt sad. Wilder like he's being marched to his own execution. Absolutely. The man looked depressed. He looked like he didn't want to be there. He literally looked like he didn't want to be there. Put my headphones on. I'm just going to sit here, dog. I ain't answering no questions. Sitting there pouting like a little 5-year-old kid. This nigga sitting here pouting. Boy, you worth $40 million. You got a beautiful wife, beautiful kids. You got a mansion in Alabama, and you sitting there pouting because you got your ass whooped. And you finna make some more money in this next fight. What the hell you pouting for? Hold your head up, King. Hold your head up. Hold your head up, Wilder. Shoot. Hey, this is wild. Charlo, what you say, fam? Wilder, the only person in history to fight for his own court-ordered public execution. And he fought for the trilogy match just to show up at the press conference like that, just to get his ass whooped again. Guess what? He deserved it. He asked for this. Beat him like I did. I'm gonna beat you like I did last time, boy. Beat you like I did last time. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to John B. Hold on. You the fake John B or the real John B? You the white boy John B who R&B singer? I don't know which one you is. You might be the no, that's right. You the other John B. You ain't the real John B. Anyways, what's going on, man? Shout out to let me just get right into it, man. I can't be getting anybody no shout outs right now. I'm too hyped up right now. Hey, listen, I'm too hyped up right now, y'all. I got to calm down, man. I got to calm down, right? I'm too hyped up right now. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Yui for the super chat. Shout out for the super chat, fam. Shout out. Bruce Goes, what's up, baby? Sizzler, what's going on? Fury just won that like he beat Klitschko in the same in the steam room. Man, listen, bruh. I have never seen Deontay Wilder that quiet before in my life, bruh. Bruh, like really? This is your king. He twerks, he talks about having babies, and once he get his ass whooped, he's quiet. But yet he's supposed to be 10 times as skilled as this man that's standing behind me, the great Muhammad Ali. Nigga, please, miss me with that bullshit. How in the hell? How in the hell? Malik Scott, how in the hell? Like, tell me, explain that to me. How was this fool, the twerkinator, who was quiet as a church mouse? I've never seen Muhammad Ali quiet. The only time Muhammad Ali got quiet was when his disease took over his body. Outside of that, he was never quiet at no press conference. Never. But he's supposed to be 10 times skilled than Muhammad Ali. Child to the please. Man, Malik Scott, man, take your duck ass somewhere. I like Malik Scott. He's a nice guy. He's real nice and articulate. But guess what, man? The damn all that, man. The game ain't based on sympathy. The game ain't based on sympathy, homie. You see what I'm saying? Captain Al Pacino, what's happening, man? Mom Squad, or what you say, Graham Taylor, what's up? Peter Barnos, what's happening? Let me go ahead, man, and get these super chats right quick, man. Look here, man. I'm finna put, hey, y'all know I talk country and fast, so let me go ahead and talk a little bit more country. Hey, check this out, man. Fury said Wilder is fighting for the wrong reasons. He's talking to the alphabet boys. Exactly. Anyways, I have 36 things that I want to cover that we heard. KB, what's happening? You see what I'm saying? Toby Barlett, what's happening? You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop the link, man, so anybody want to come in and can rock and cook. But check this out. Number one, this is what I got, right? Wilder says, you know that he Shelton Moore. What's going on, fam? Let me go ahead and drop the link from my brother Shelton Moore. You know what I mean? Right now, we finna cook. I'm finna cook right now. I'm finna cook Wilder. Man, this nigga here, man. Man, this old garbage ass nigga right here, man. This old garbage ass. Hey, y'all, listen. This how we say it in Florida, right? Because, you know, we speak real country. We don't say garbage. We say garbage. Gabitch. Garbage. This old garbage ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? Garbage than a mug. You see what I'm saying? He's quiet as a church mouse. Like, I couldn't believe it. This is the bomb squad. This is your king. He can't even show up to promote a fight. He don't even want to talk. I'm through talking. I ain't got no more to say. That ass whooping umbered you. Now you face to face. You have to meet with your executioner. I got a whole lot of stuff I want to say, man, but I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody else talk, man, because I can go on and 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 on. If you are a supporter of the twerkinator, you must be worried right now. Your king has let you down. The nigga was quiet as a church mouse. He stood right in front of Tyson Fury and literally had no words to say. He didn't want to answer no questions to nobody. Like, literally, he don't want to answer no question to nobody. Listen, he got the brakes beat off of him, and the nigga was scared. I saw fear, and I smell P-U-S-S-Y. That's what I smell. You see what I'm saying? So if you are a part of the twerk nation, the twerkinator nation, if you are a part of Team Wilder, I want some answers today. How come his team had to speak for him? How come Malik Scott had to speak for him? Wilder is a talking ass nigga. He's always been talking. Now today, he's face to face with his executioner, and he have a goddamn thing to say. And you trying to tell me this the nigga I supposed to bet money on? I supposed to ride for Beyonce Wilder when he can't even speak for himself in the press conference? Are you kidding me right now? Man, y'all go ahead and talk, man. I'm through talking right now, man.
Coach, I'm showing my face so that all my family in the chat can see me, and I want you to hear me clearly. I saw what I needed to see. Deontay Wilder is going to get his ass mollywopped one more time. See, y'all youngsters might not know what mollywop means. Yeah, he going to get mollywopped. He going to mollywop his ass. He going to get beat the fuck up. The dude didn't say a word. He didn't say a word, bro. Now, you've been spewing and espousing these lies and these conspiracy theories for a whole year. You get to the press conference for the fight, and you can't say, hey, man, why did you cheat me? You didn't have to cheat me to beat me. But since you cheated me, now I'm going to fuck your ass up. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. You didn't say nothing like that. You sat there with your music on, bobbing your head, and let the yes man do all the talking, holding your water, fucking with your phone. Wilder, your ass gonna get mollywopped one more time.
Well, is a mentally defeated fighter.
Like that in my life.
He's gone. I've never seen anything like that. You can't keep quiet in your trilogy fight that you won. You have to show that you still got it. This guy walked in like he was mentally defeated. Fury beat him, and it's evident. This guy couldn't even say anything. This guy was on Spotify on a press conference. How mentally defeated does it get? I mean, man, sad.
Like I said, Fury took this man's heart, and Fury's gonna emasculate him one more time, and we're gonna get this malignant tumor that is called Deontay Wilder the fuck out of the heavyweight division and possibly boxing. This man's been holding up undisputed for so long. This man has just been a cancer to the sport. I'm proud that he made his money for his daughter, and his daughter never has to worry about her care ever again. But besides that, what has this guy done for the sport? Nothing. I'm happy Tyson Fury came in here and laid down the law on him. That man is going to get beat up. How's it that your trainer got beat up by the guy you're fighting, and you have confidence in him? What type of shit is that? Like he busted both your guys' eardrums, and you think you're really gonna beat him? What type of shit are we on, my nigga? Like he's about to get emasculated. I'm gonna laugh at him. I'm gonna look at all his fans, because I know a lot of Wilder fans who still believe that he can beat Anthony Joshua. I'm gonna look at them again. I'm gonna laugh in their goddamn face. This is a beautiful day, man. This malignant tumor is about to get kicked out of boxing. I can't wait.
Y'all ass can laugh. I just spent $2,600 on them fucking tickets. I wish I would have seen the press conference before I bought them goddamn tickets. Fucking ridiculous. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life.
Nah, you know what though? $2,600. I mean, it still might be a good fight. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's not gonna be a good fight.
No, funny story, right quick. So I'm sitting there. I bought the tickets. Right, I bought 3 tickets. Now they give you the option to buy insurance on the tickets. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna need that shit. I wish I'd have got that fucking insurance before I seen that fucking press conference.
Hey, Smith and West, this will get me though.
He about to get walked through.
Let me address something to the panel. Do you notice Malik Scott did not say anything about cheating? We didn't see any evidence. We didn't see any proof of egg weights. We didn't see any proof of water being spiked. We didn't see when Tyson Fury brought it up. He said, "Look, you got rid of Mark Breland because he allegedly spiked your water or whatever the case may be." They didn't even elaborate on it. They didn't even elaborate on none of that. Malik Scott
because there was no cheating. There was no cheating. There was no cheating.
No, we know that. Malik Scott wasn't with the boys. Yeah, Malik Scott wasn't with the boys.
That fight.
I know that. But Malik Scott was like, "No, I ain't finna go down that path right there." Malik Scott was bringing up stuff that we didn't even know. Tyson Fury bust my eardrum in sparring. So Fury.
Now I did know that, but I'm surprised he brought that shit up. Why the fuck would you bring that shit up? If I was Wilder after, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go home and they're gonna watch that goddamn press. I'll be looking at my trainer like, why the fuck would you bring that shit up? How the fuck is that supposed to help my confidence going into the fight? We both got fucked up by the same nigga. How the fuck is that supposed to help me?
Listen, so Tyson Fury beat both of y'all ass, and now y'all gonna come together. So Malik Scott and Wilder collectively have won an ass whooping by the same guy. So they gonna come together and form Voltron and see can we come up with a game plan to beat the same dude who beat both of our ass. Oh my God!
What Malik need to do is if Wilder get his ass whooped like that, he need to rush the ring and get his get back. I mean.
Man, listen. I tell you what.
I ain't never seen no shit like that.
Listen.
You know what?
Go ahead.
That shit is top 2 as far as press conferences go. The funniest press conference I've ever fucking seen was that Charlo and Tony Harrison. This is top 2 for me.
No, what Charlo and Tony Harrison is number 1 because listen, Tony Harrison sold that fight there. Tony Harrison shut Charlo down. But listen, hold on, let me get to the super chat. Shout out to Lil Bullet.
Super chat.
Wilder looked like a broken man when Fury was in the room. This shows the depth of his humiliation. Yeah, he looked like a broken man, bro. I tell you what, the last time I seen somebody look like that, 1989. I got to go back to 89 now. I was 15 years old. I had a fight with a dude named Mike Rivers. Mike Rivers beat my ass 3 times. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. The first time the nigga stole me when I think it was Church's Chicken. I was getting some chicken, and soon the lady put the chicken box in my hand. The dude stole me from behind, knocked me out, and my homeboy caught me before I hit the ground and I woke up. So I say, no, we got to run that back. We got to run that back. So I had a fight with him. Now this is a true story. I had a fight with him. He whooped me. So I had to lick my wounds, go back. A week and a half went by. I went back over there. They said, no, we got to run that back again. He whooped me again, but I did a little bit better than the first time. The third time, after I got whooped the second time, I went back over there again. He whooped me again. I said, you know what, man? The hell with it, man. I can't whoop it.
But you said more than fucking Wilder did.
Listen, bro.
This could go one or two ways. This could be really, really good, or it could be really, really bad. Like he could have been. Hopefully, this is what I'm hoping for the sake of my fucking money. I hope that he was so pissed off to the point where he couldn't say shit, and he just can't wait to get in the ring and fuck up Fury. That's all I can hope for at this point. Man,
listen, man. Shout out to Eliza for the super chat. I'll say, what you say, Eliza? Won't be shocked that Malik Queen Scott is training Wilder to take a dive for this fight. Hey, listen, man. Bro, listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Wilder was just sitting there like he was pouting. He looked like a defeated man. Listen, see this guy behind me? The great Muhammad Ali. You're trying to tell me that this nigga from Alabama, the twerkinator, is 10 times skilled better than Muhammad Ali. When have you ever seen Muhammad Ali at a press conference after a win or a loss be quiet as a church mouse? Never. You ain't never seen this. The blasphemy from Malik Scott. Now, I like Malik Scott. He's a nice guy, but this is the fight game. The game ain't based on sympathy. This man right here, Muhammad Ali, would never be quiet. He was never quiet after he lost to Joe Frazier. He was never quiet, never quiet when Ken Norton broke his jaw. He was never quiet when he lost to the Leon Spinks. Never. You see what I'm saying? This man was never doggone quiet. The only time when Ali got quiet is when his disease took over his body. God rest his soul. This dude showed up at a press conference and faced the dude who beat your ass almost 18 months ago on Black History Month with your Teenage Mutant Power Rangers suit on. He beat your ass in front of all of your Wakandaites, and you showed up to the press conference and you ain't got nothing to say?
Malik was doing all right until he brought up that eardrum shit.
Bro, and then Malik Scott tell everybody, yo, man, Malik Scott say, yo, man,
PPC should have kicked the damn cord out the damn wall and cut the stream at that point.
Bro, let me tell you something. Hey, let me let y'all chop it up, man. This is because I got a whole lot of stuff I'm gonna discuss later on. But I gotta shoot a video on this. I gotta do a premiere video on this, man. I got to. Hey, listen. Hey, Smith the West, check this out, fam. I got this page right here full of notes. I flip it over to the other side. I took notes for the whole press conference. I got this page, and then I turned over here. I got this. I got 3 pages of notes that I took from this press conference. Literally.
God damn.
Where all the Twerkinator fans at? Where they at? I'm trying to figure out where they at.
They're in the witness protection program
right now.
Cranky pants.
These Twerkinator. The Alphabet Boys on life support right now.
They're in the witness protection program right now.
Hold on, guys. Let me address this super chat. So we got a bomb squad representative in the building. Hey, man, let me go ahead and give you a round of applause. At least you showed up today. Round of applause. And let me give you a super chat right quick. What's he say? Bomb squad. A lion waits in the bushes. He doesn't speak. He roars when it's time to kill. Well, listen, the only problem with that is, this is the only problem. Your lion has been roaring his entire career. It's mighty ironic that as soon as he gets his ass whooped and he comes face to face to the guy who beat his ass, now all of a sudden he quiet now. This nigga ain't never been quiet.
Can we blame Colby for that?
Coach, they talk some real fuckery.
I mean, if Wilder loses, what's the excuse going to be this time?
Man, listen, if Wilder loses, that he going to retire. I'm convinced of that. If he loses this fight, He just gonna retire. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Yo,
It's
Coach,
over.
what does Wilder say more than anything? What does Wilder say more than anything? Speak it, believe it, receive it. Where was all that energy? It's been almost a year.
That's a good point.
Man, he's scared of this dude,
man. He said that. He says that shit all the time. Speak it, believe it, receive. He could have made it interesting. Instead, he just wasted everybody's time. Like people.
It was on Spotify.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He wasted everybody's time.
It was on Spotify.
Yeah, I think the camera when they moved the angle, so the guy was on Spotify. He was actually scrolling. He was like Spotify. I mean, that guy was mentally far gone.
Super
He was beaten from pillar to post in the second fight, and he couldn't recover until his confidence was shattered, until he couldn't even come back to his senses to address the third fight. I mean, that's how far gone this guy went.
Second Ezra. Shout out to you, fam, for the super chat. Would you say Wilder should have had 2 fights before this fight? Yeah, he need a confidence builder, man. Because listen, I'm gonna tell you guys something. Well, oh, you already said that. I already got you right. Let me tell you guys something. When you used to being a bully, you lying. It say son, you lying has been lying for months. Yeah, right. Hey, shout out to Rocket Valley Reality Rap for the super chat. Listen, bro. What I saw today, I saw Wilder's shoulders down. When you study like people body, his shoulders was down. He looked like he didn't want to be there. He was disengaged. You know, his opening statements was, and what was his opening statements? I got it right here. His opening statements was, Wilder says it's time to cut off Fury's head come July 24th. No more talk. And he sat down, put his headphones on, and the nigga went to powder.
He didn't
even have any conviction in his voice when he said that he was gonna cut Fury head off. Matter of fact, he had more energy on the Alphabet Boy channels when he was doing the interview with Jabba the Hutt and them other fools over there. When he did the interview, he had more energy over there. He had more energy over there. Hold on. Shout out to my man Bo.
Question for y'all right quick though. How y'all feel about Tyson Fury saying he coming in the ring 300 pounds on fight night?
Yeah, I don't think he's coming in 300 pounds.
That's hyperbole, I think, man.
You believe him?
I think, hey, Smith and West, I think he's going to come in about 275. He don't need to come in 300 pounds. Come in at 275 like he did. He's getting stronger. He has a longer, in this interview, in this press conference, he said he only trained like 5-6 weeks to get ready to fight Wilder in the second fight. So now Sugar Hill has him a little longer. He's only going to get better. He's going to fight front foot dominant. And listen, Fury said something very telltale that I've been saying on this show. He said, listen, Malik Scott said that Tyson Fury said that Wilder, they said, why Wilder not talking? He said, well, he's very stubborn. That's how he is. He said, exactly. By him being so stubborn, he said, this is what I believe. I don't care what you're teaching him in the gym. He said, when I hit him again, he's going to go right back to what he know how to do best. He's a one-trick pony. And I've been saying this on this show. I say, listen, dog, this man been fighting the same way his entire career. He's not going to just become a brand new fighter all of a sudden. What is he going to do when the game plan is not working? When the game, listen, I spoke to legendary coach, Tommy Brooks. If you don't know who he is, he trained Pernell Whitaker, he trained Mike Tyson, and I was on Major Key Boxing.
He trained Evander Holyfield too.
Evander Holyfield. Yeah, Tommy Brooks is legendary with Troy Graham. So I'm over there. I asked him, I say, man, when you train your fighters, what kind of game plan do you have? Do you have a plan A, B, C, or D just in case the couple plans don't work? Tommy Brooks said this. He said, we have 2 plans. We have a plan A. If plan A don't work, we have a plan B. He said, plan B don't work, we go back to plan A. This is what Tommy Brooks said. And guess why he said it? He said, because if you have too many plans, your fighter will get confused. So you don't want to confuse your fighter. You want to simplify the game plan. My question is, and I've said it, if the game plan that Malik Scott is trying to teach Wilder does not work, what in the hell is he going to do? He's going to revert right back to what he know how to do best. Loading up on the right hand, telegraphing the punch, and trying to land it. And he's going to get the brakes beat off of him. That's it. So anyways, Mark Ambrose said, what are you going to do when Fury get knocked out? Man, shut your trash ass up. Bro, listen, Fury ain't getting knocked out. The Twerkinator gonna get beat. What you gonna do? Because your ass need to be on suicide watch. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be on suicide watch because once the Twerkinator get his ass beat again, we gonna send his ass back to the strip club in Alabama and he can twerk and have babies and get pregnant all he want to, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm glad you showed up though.
Mark, how do you watch that? How do you watch that press conference, Mark, and come away inspired? Come on, man.
I don't know what's wrong with that.
Bro, listen, Deontay Wilder fanboys have arguably Deontay Wilder fanboys literally have the lowest IQ in the history of the sport of boxing. Like literally, their IQ. Like, tell me, I'm watching this press conference. How do you feel confident watching this press conference? The Twerkinator did not say anything. He was quiet. It was like Tyson Fury, and then when you saw him face off, he was like, it's like he was just sitting there petrified. And look how loose Tyson Fury looked. He was smiling. I wrote down what he said. Tyson Fury said, I wrote it down.
Tyson Fury came out with no shirt.
Yeah, Tyson Fury said that he was and listen, in the face off, Tyson Fury, this is what he told Wilder, because you can barely hear him, but he told Wilder, Fury tells Wilder, you know what's coming. He said, you know what's coming, right? This is what he said when they was face to face. He said, because I wrote it down, he said, you know what's coming. Man, that man out of there, man. He out of there, man. Listen, it's a done dollar. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Cranky Pants, I'm glad that you sending super chats and you representing for the Bomb Squad.
To this day.
But one more time. You see what I'm saying? Shout out for the super chat, fam. Two times. Cranky Pants, my brother. I agree with you. Deontay Wilder is going to be the two-time ass-whooping twerking champion after July 24th. 2 times he's going to get his ass whooped by the same guy. I agree with you. But shout out to you, fam.
To this day.
We're going to support the Twerkinator. That's what we're going to do.
Oh, Jesus. That's the greatest.
Deontay Wilder is a 2-time ring walk heavyweight champion.
Yeah, man.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
No, we don't know what you're talking about. Wilder, can you repeat that again, sir?
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
No, sir, you didn't say anything. Why you didn't talk, Wilder? Oh, okay, all right. I just want to make sure. Man. I just want to make sure, man. The man ain't saying nothing, man. So I gotta listen. Wilder, is there anything you have to say?
You know we've been fighting 400 still fighting to this day.
Come on, man. Listen, Malik Scott did all the talking for Wilder. Listen, bro, I've never seen Muhammad Ali quiet like that. Never. But you want to compare this nigga to Muhammad Ali? Child to the please. Man, miss me with that, bro. Listen, Mark, I hope, bro, let me tell you something, fam. I'm gonna be honest with you. Whatever you do not bet any money on this fight. Your ass gonna lose.
You want to buy tickets?
Lose.
Nah.
Let's hit the west side to sell the ticket, man. No, man. Hey, listen, I think it's gonna be a good fight, man.
I actually felt bad for Malik Scott. I hate to say that, but
zero confidence in that main event, bro. Zero.
I actually felt bad for Malik Scott, though, man. Like, he was trying to make it interesting, but I felt bad for him, though. He kind of put his foot in his mouth too with the whole
eardrum
story.
Can I
why would you say that?
He could have said, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I interject? Like, what type of shit is that? Like, what coach is going to say, yo, the fighter my fighter is fighting, bust my ass? What type of shit are you on right now, dog? Come on, man. Like, that's great confidence. Bust his ass.
Man,
he employed you just to get that ass whipped? Come on, dog.
Wow. This dude over here represent for his king. Mark, I see you represent, baby. I see you. I see you represent. Hey, man. Hey, Leroy. Straight jackets and helmets for Wilder fanboys. Bruh. Mark, I take my hat out to you, fam. At least you over here taking the heat. I give it to you, fam. I give it to you. You know what I mean? Whole pay. What do you say? What you call me a chump? Whole paycheck, chump. Hey, Mark, man, listen, I ain't even mad at you, bro. I'm not even mad at you, bro. But guess what though?
Hell no. Hell to the no.
Hell no. If you think Wilder gonna win this fight, hell to the no. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Well, now Fury say he gonna stop him in about the same time, 7th round. You know what I mean? I just me personally, I think it's gonna go a little longer.
If you feel so comfortable, drop your cash out.
Nah, he said he bet his whole check. So
tell me.
I'll holler at y'all. I gotta tell my wife the bad news about these fucking tickets, man.
All right. Hey, man, shout out to my brother. Let's ring the Ali Bell for my brother Smith and West, man. Much love to my brother Smith and West. We're gonna give him a round of applause, man. Man, this man spent $2,600 to see this fight. I don't think he did a bad thing though, man. That's an event. It's very, very special, very magical. It's gonna do very well. It's gonna be big here in the States. And I just didn't see any confidence from Wilder. It was like, man, bro, he just looked dejected. He looked dejected. He really did. He looked dejected. You see what I'm saying? So other than that,
he looks very insecure. He's got really thin skin. You said that one time about him having like a low IQ or something, but he's just really insecure. Anybody, like, he had the opportunity to finally confront the guy who he said stole my belt and all this stuff, and he just sat there like a girl, man.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Mark, Matthew, let me address you right quick. You say they don't know boxing, they just want y'all donations. Nah, brother, we don't do that over here, fam.
Coach, don't ask anybody for donations.
We don't do that over here, man. We don't do that over here at all, fam. You know what I mean? So I understand you butthurt that your king let you down in the press conference. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Your king looked like a broken man. He became face to face with Tyson Fury, and the nigga was shaking like booty meat. Literally, he was shaking like booty meat. He couldn't even talk. Listen, what you need to do, Matthew, teach your king, find his voice back. We need to get him to learn how to talk again. That's what we need to do, brother. I understand you're hurt. I get it. You're disappointed. He let you down. I understand. I get it. Trust me. I felt the same way when I was a fanboy of Mike Tyson. When Buster Douglas beat his ass, bro. I cried for a week. You know what I mean? I cried for a week. So I get it. I know you're hurting right now. I get it. I know you're hurting. The Twerkinator, he can't talk. He can't say anything. I get it, man. But it is what it is, man. So other than that, man, the Twerkinator fanboys, man, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Psych. Psych. You know what I mean? So
we don't like them anyway.
Y'all go ahead and chop it up, man. To this day. You know what I mean? So
man, I missed this damn this press conference, man.
Hey, go ahead, Bo. Bo, you missed it?
Yeah, I was at work. What time did it come on?
Oh, it came on at it came on at 4 o'clock on 4 o'clock on Pacific.
Okay.
No, 1 o'clock. No, 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So that was 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Damn, I missed it. I'm at to catch it on YouTube, man. Y'all talking about this man was
I didn't watch it either. I didn't really watch it.
Somebody got
the clips on Fight Hype.
Tyson Fury busted up somebody else's eardrum. I mean,
yeah. He busted Malik Scott admitted that in sparring that Tyson Fury busted his eardrum in sparring. So Malik Scott said, "Listen here, man, that ain't nothing to brag about, man. You bust my eardrum." And Tyson Fury said, "Look, I didn't bring it up. You brought it up." So, listen. Malik Scott brought up that when they sparred, Tyson Fury bust his eardrum. Malik Scott also said that, listen, man, what he did to Wilder, he's a great fighter. He said Tyson Fury is a great fighter. He was praising Tyson Fury in the press conference, saying how much of a great fighter he was. He said Fury is a great fighter. There's no shame in that. You know what I mean? But this time we're going to do this and this and this. And I'm like, he tell the man he's a great fighter. He tell the man that, yeah, you bust my eardrum in sparring. And then Fury piggyback off of that and say, listen here, man, isn't it amazing that I busted Malik Scott's eardrum in sparring, and I busted Deontay Wilder's eardrum in the fight. Both of them teamed up. Both of them, I bust both of their eardrums, the trainer and the fighter. So this is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
You think Mark Brennan would say something so stupid like that?
Hey,
go ahead, Bo.
Malik Scott is an idiot.
Did Malik Scott said Tyson Fury used some egg weights when he busted his eardrum?
Listen, they didn't bring no proof of cheating. Listen, Malik Scott ain't say nothing about no egg weights. Tyson Fury even brought up, listen, you fired Mark Breland because you said he spiked your water, drug your water bottle. They didn't even piggyback off of that. Wilder didn't say, yeah, I got proof of that. That's why we got rid of him. Malik Scott didn't even address that at all. They didn't bring up no cheating allegations. They didn't say nothing. Listen, this is what Malik Scott said, and I have notes. He said, listen, man, yeah, you know, this is the fight game. That is what happened. He says, but what happened was Tyson Fury had his best night when he fought Wilder, and Wilder had his worst night. He didn't say nothing about Fury won because he cheated. He just said Wilder had his worst night the night of the fight, and Tyson Fury had his best night. He said, but the third fight gonna be different. This is what he said.
So he kept it real, whereas though Deontay Wilder still going through a transition of trying to say, you know, he was cheated or not, basically.
Right. So I'm like, damn, I thought he was gonna come with the proof because he said he got proof. You know what I mean? And speak it, receive it, believe it. Speak it, receive it, believe it. He said all that shit there in the past. And then when he opened up the press conference, he said, first of all, I like to give a special shout out to give thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'm like, what the hell? Wait, hold on. When did you ever heard Wilder say that? No. It ain't the fact he done it in the press conference. It's not wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, Wilder has never done that. Fury has done that.
No, I seen Wilder do that after a fight was over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
But what I
don't
understand is somebody saying, you know, I like to give thanks to the Lord, you know, Savior Jesus Christ in a press conference. I never even heard that one before.
Right. So I'm like, yeah, man, you know, and he said, man, we ain't doing no more talking. You know what I mean? And yada, 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 yada. Oh, so Mark, you said that we knocking that cheating ass boy out of boxing. Okay, well, how come you didn't bring up the cheating in the press conference? How come the twerkinator mouth was quiet as a church mouse in the press conference? How come Malik Scott didn't bring up nothing? How come nobody from Beyonce Wilder's team, how come no one from Beyonce Wilder's team brought up anything about cheating or showed any proof? But you on here representing for him. So listen, man, I tell you what, brother.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Now you don't know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. You're making yourself look like a fool right now, bro. You're making yourself look like a fool right now. You see what I'm saying? You know, you make yourself look like a fool right now, bro. I tell you what, bro. You know, so Mark, man, I'm glad you're over here, though, fam. I'm glad you're over here. Tell the twerkinator I said what's up. Tell him that. Still no proof.
This man put up that he got beat up by this man instead of cheating. Like, what's really going on with the Wilder camp right now? This is a mess. This is a total mess. He's about to get knocked out. He's about to get made fun of. He's going to be a meme. He's going to be a meme. Let's hope Deontay Wilder doesn't kill himself after this fight because it's going to be ugly.
Man, listen,
I'm
what
going
you
to be
say?
there for all of it. I'm going to laugh.
Well, it's gone.
Bon Scott, what do you say, fam? You say Fury made Wilder bite his tongue when he punched him in the face over and over, and that's why he cannot talk. Listen. I've never seen Muhammad Ali quiet at a press conference.
I'm on the panel right now, mama.
I've never seen Deontay Wilder. I've never seen Muhammad Ali quiet at a press conference. Show me a press conference where Muhammad Ali, the great Muhammad Ali, the man, R.I.P. to Muhammad Ali, let's ring the Ali bell for Ali. I've never seen Muhammad Ali quiet at a press conference. Never. I didn't hear bomb squad. I didn't hear none of that. What was the bomb squad at? What was the bomb squad?
Confidence is gone.
Man, that man confidence is gone. The man, listen, man, Tyson Fury took his heart from him, bro. It's over. It's over. He defeated.
Tyson Fury beat the fight out of Deontay Wilder. This guy will never, I don't know. He's not the same. He'll never be the same again.
Bruh, it's bruh, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, man, like this man has been talking his whole career. His entire career, Wilder talks. He runs his mouth. Now all of a sudden, he ain't got nothing to say no more. No more talk.
like Willie D.
Bro, come on, man. Like,
can't got his tongue.
Listen. Tyson Fury beat your ass and your trainer's ass. So your trainer got his ass whooped in sparring, and you got your ass whooped in the ring in a fight with Tyson Fury. And now both of you losers gonna come together to come up with a game plan to beat the guy who beat both of y'all ass. Nigga, please.
To this day.
Like, come on, man.
He'll be fine. He's been fighting 400 years.
Hold on. This dude say, Richard, what you say, brother? You a hater, chump. Want that itch back in blood. Well, I tell you what. So you say I'm a hater, huh? And you called me a chump. Oh man, I appreciate that, man. I've been called worse than that, so I really appreciate that. So I'm glad that the Bomb Squad Nation.
You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm dare you to sit up there and say explain. You know what I'm talking about, man. To this day.
hey, Deontay Wilder, are you still twerking?
To this day.
Are you sure?
You've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day.
You know, Wilder, you said you want it back in blood?
To this day.
What you gonna do when you fight Tyson Fury?
You just sit here and you don't know what I'm talking about?
No, we don't know what you're talking about. You ain't said nothing. We don't know what he's talking about, man. We don't believe you. You see what I'm saying?
Beyonce Wilder.
Man, listen, man, the Twerkinator, man. The Twerkinator, man. Listen, man. The Twerkinator, man. Listen, man. Bruh, I feel bad. Listen, your trainer, the guy who's training Beyonce Wilder, got his ass beat in sparring and got his eardrum burst by Tyson Fury. Now, let me ask you a question. This is some real stuff. Because they said Wilder eardrum got burst, got cut, or whatever the case may be. This is proof that Fury has something in his gloves, right? But Malik Scott said that Tyson Fury did the exact same thing that he did to Wilder to him in sparring. So if Fury was able to do that to Malik Scott, one, did he have anything in his gloves? No, because if he did, Malik Scott would have said so. So if he was able to do it to Malik Scott and he did it to Wilder, then how can you say he had something in his gloves? He didn't. He just got his ass whooped. Period, man. So anyways, man, I love the fact that we got some of the Bomb Squad Nation here, man. I'm happy for you guys. I'm glad you was bold enough to show up. You know what I mean? I'm really glad that you was bold to show up, but I saw weakness in your king from Wakanda.
Yeah.
I saw weakness. He looked he was looking very delicate out there in the press conference. Very delicate. He was subdued, had his shoulders down. He was rolling his neck like this. He acted like he was listening to music, but he heard everything Tyson Fury was saying. He was just shaking like booty meat. He was scared. I saw fear from your king. Go ahead.
Yo, coach, let me just say this. While acting like a pouty little girl who has been denied for ice cream for dessert in the press conference.
Man, that right there, man, is you know what I mean? I don't know, man. Listen, this fool here say, Mark say, when did Fury ever do that damage in the ring to anyone? Fury did it to Malik Scott. Malik Scott said in the press conference that Tyson Fury burst his eardrum in sparring. So Malik Scott bear witness to Tyson Fury's power. But I get it though, man. I get it, man. I understand, baby bubble. You know you in denial right now, playboy. I understand you in denial, Mark. I get it, man. But it is what it is, man. The Twerkinator got punked today. The nigga was quiet. Listen, I don't know if you guys know this. There will be no more press conferences for this fight. This is the first and last press conference.
Oh, really?
So he had an opportunity to talk. So now he had nothing to say.
See, man, he done choked up, man. Because I was waiting for all these this proof that he had that he was cheated, the dent in his head. I'm surprised nobody didn't even ask him that question.
Man.
He never even mentioned the glove gate. He never mentioned the water bottle gate, the costume gate. He never mentioned it. I mean,
oh man, bro, this dude here, man. Oh man, I tell you what, man. Listen, my two brothers right here, man. Matthew Singletary. Oh man, I know you. I know you're hurt right now, bro. I know you're hurt, man. I get it, man. The Twerkinator let you down, and you're trying to take your anger out on me. You and Mark. I understand, man. I get it, man. I get it, brother. I know you're hurt right now. I know your feelings hurt. You see what I'm saying? The Twerkinator let you down. He got punked by Tyson Fury in the press conference. Him and his trainer, Malik Scott. Malik Scott got his ass whooped by Tyson Fury in sparring. Beyonce Wilder, the Twerkinator, your king from Alabama, he got his ass whooped by Tyson Fury in the ring. So you got two dudes who got their ass whooped. So they gonna come together to put together a game plan to beat the guy who beat both of their ass. They didn't say nothing about no cheating. They didn't say nothing. Tyson Fury brought up the water bottle. They didn't even interject on that. They didn't say nothing about no referee gate, costume gate, mask gate, glove gate, two different variations, referee gate, water bottle gate. They didn't say nothing. Conspiracy, he said there was juju put on him. Come on, man. Y'all got to Y'all got to do better than that, man. You Tyson Fury fans, man. I mean, you Deontay Wilder fans. Sorry about that. I mean, Beyonce Wilder fans. Sorry about that. I mean, Twerkinator fans. I mean, sorry about that. I mean, Beyonce Wilder fans. Y'all got to do better than that, man. Because right now, your boy looking real suspect right now. He looking real suspect right now. Right now. You see what I'm saying? He looked defeated in that press conference. You can't feel comfortable right now if you saw that press conference. Beyonce Wilder literally had nothing to say. His cheerleading crew had to sit back and say, yeah, two times. They had to try to boost him on. The nigga was quiet as a church mouse.
Yo, I gotta see this one, man.
This guy who was,
bruh.
There was this.
Bruh. I'm telling, hey man, shout out to my brother Blood Retro Boxing, man. Shout out to Retro Boxing, man. Please subscribe to this channel, man. Retro Boxing. Hey, look here, man. Let me tell you something, man. Check this out, man. You know, I got to put a little bit more country in the talk right now. LOL, you saying I'm hurt, but you haven't spoken to me like a man. Man, listen, man. I'm speaking to you like a man. You are a part of the Twerkinator Nation. You see what I'm saying? So, hey,
Coach,
here go the link, though. Hey, here go the link, though. Hey, Matthew, check this out. Check this out, Playboy. Here we go. Shit, you ain't setting that slick to a can of oil. You know what I mean? You ain't setting that slick to a can of oil. Listen, Matthew, you and your other homeboy, well, let's see what the nigga name is.
Like Ben or something like that.
Yeah, you and your other homeboy, Matthew, you Wilder representatives, y'all come on in, man.
To this day.
I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. Come on in, man. Come on in. Come on in.
They ain't gonna do it.
Come on in, man.
Just like the LBDC, man.
Come on in, man. You can come on in, man. You know, you just come on in and you can talk and chat and just go ahead and roll out.
He said he gonna call in. He said he called in.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, we can talk like men. We can do that. Absolutely. Because I want you to address why the Twerkinator wasn't doing no talking. That's what I want you to address. So come on in, brother. Come on in. Go ahead, Shell.
Oh, I thought that was him for a second.
So this brother James Smith said that I think Wilder's not mentally stable. He should not be fighting at the moment. You can see he is not right. This could be dangerous for him. Nah, he didn't look like he wanted to be there. He didn't look like he wanted to be there, bro. He literally was checked out. He didn't look like he wanted to be there. Tyson Fury told him. He told Wilder when they were standing face to face. He said, you know what's coming, right? Just what I wrote it down. There we go. Tighten up. Hold on. Let's give my brother Matthew on Singletary a round of applause.
To this day.
Let's go.
How
Go
you
ahead,
doing,
brother. Talk.
man? Let me check this custom out. I'm at work. You were saying people was mad. I'm at work, bro. Real life.
Okay.
I just was seeing y'all talk about some nonsense, but hold on. It'll be 7:57. It's over here, man.
What?
Okay. But yeah, man, look, I just wanted to say I understand where y'all coming from. Y'all can hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Okay. I understand where y'all I understand where y'all coming from. You can sign this since it's credit. As far as the not talking, I guess like it looked different because we so used to the Deontay Wilder that talks a lot. You know, they get you so excited to ready to see his fight. And this time you got more of like a quiet person. But now if y'all know fighting, I just can't see how y'all would be serious in y'all hearts to deceive the public and say, I seen a scared man, because a man decided to put his all into this shit and close his lips and actually put the work in. Come on, man. If you really, come on, man. That's some shit. What's understood don't even gotta be explained. I could see if Wilder didn't want to fight no more. I could see if Buddy just was like, I retire, I quit. He cheated. Like, because the man said, I'm not gonna say shit, I'm gonna fight. He a pussy now. He weak now. Like, damn. If I was from the outside looking in, I think y'all talking about a nigga who got like 3 wins. I wouldn't think y'all talking about a nigga who just got 1 loss. Like, y'all telling me, come on, man.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Let me ask you a question. Brother. Let me ask you one question.
Yes, sir.
If you had said that somebody cheated you and they put egg weights in their gloves and they did all this stuff, they spiked your water.
Yes.
This is what you've been saying for a year, right? Then you come face to face with the dude who you
I
say
won
he
my
did
court
this.
case. And I won my court case,
No,
yes.
listen.
And
Let
I
me
had
finish.
my
Let me
fight,
finish.
yes.
Let me
Keep
finish.
going.
Let me finish.
Make sure you say
Now he said
the
all
whole
these
thing.
things
But
about
keep
this
going.
man, and then when you come face to face with that
Right.
man, you have nothing to say.
No,
What does that
that's
seem
what
like to you?
court was for. Let me ask you a question. If you're in school and a nigga talking shit, are you gonna go to his face and talk shit, or you gonna like take off on his ass?
I'm
What
gonna
are
beat
you
him
gonna
up.
do? Let's
I'm
show
gonna
the
beat him
world
up.
who you are. What are you gonna do? Are
I'm
you
gonna beat
gonna
him
talk
up.
or you gonna do something?
Hey, Matthew,
Okay, bro.
I'm gonna beat him
So
here's
how
what
up.
you
I
gonna sit here and say Deontay weak for not talking? Be real with yourself, man. How
Because
you
he been
doing, man?
talking
He's
for a
weak.
whole
And I'm
year.
21 years
Then we see
old.
the
I
man,
can
he
tell
don't
you
say
older than
nothing.
me,
Deontay
and you have
Wilder's
the
a weak
mindset.
man.
You
A
don't
lot
have a
older
real
than me.
mindset, bro.
A
You
lot
telling
older
me
than
that
me.
man here because he
Hey, but
not talking?
Well, I'm
Deontay
just
Wilder's a
telling
That
weak
you what
sounds
I
cool.
man.
saw. I saw
But
a
it
He'll
man
is,
that's
never
man,
not
win
dog.
anything.
confident. I saw a man that's not confident, and I saw a man that's gonna get
Mentally
beat up
defeated,
again.
weak man.
Like, can you beat him up? Let me ask you that.
No, I'm not a
no,
professional boxer. I'm
I'm
not
not
a
a
professional
Can
professional
you
boxer.
beat
No, no,
him
boxer.
up?
no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
trying to
I'm,
beat
I'm
him up.
not talking
Can
about
you
you.
beat him up?
I'm talking about the guy who said he was scared. Cause
Can
like
you
to
beat
say
him
that
up?
you
Yeah, he's
gotta,
mentally weak.
No,
Can
no,
you beat him up?
Mentally weak
exactly,
fighter.
I said he
exactly.
was scared.
It'll be
Can
I
you
said
beat
he
him
was
up?
scared.
okay.
Can you beat
I
him
could
up?
beat
Can
you
you
up,
beat him?
but shit so,
You can't beat
but
me
shit
up.
so.
You can't beat me
See,
up
now you gonna play
because
the
you're not in
kid
LA.
game.
Number
I don't
Deontay
one.
Wilder's
gotta.
a weak
You're not in
man.
All
LA.
right,
Number
bro.
one.
We ain't
And
gonna
number
talk about
two,
that.
you too
He's a
young and too
bum.
small to do
Wilder's a
anything with
bum.
me.
Okay.
So calm down.
Hey, but
hey,
listen.
You talking
Hey,
about
listen.
another man, little bro.
Hey, but
Little bro,
listen.
you
But
talking
Matthew,
about
listen.
another man that you
Hey,
know
but
you
Matthew,
can't
listen.
fuck with. Come on,
Hey,
bro.
Hey,
20.
Matthew, listen, brother. Hey,
Okay.
Matthew, listen, brother.
Yes,
I
sir.
understand where you're
Yes, sir.
coming from. So all I'm saying, brother,
Yes,
is
sir.
this. I was expecting Wilder to really just, because Wilder always talk, right? He always show that energy. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
And he
Facts.
just said that he didn't say anything. So all the thing I was expecting, I'm sitting there clowning and stuff, right? True enough. But
I feel you.
I was expecting Wilder to do more. You know what I mean? He didn't say nothing. And then he said he had all of this proof of the allegations of the cheating. Tyson Fury brought it up. Tyson Fury brought up about the water bottle. They didn't say anything about it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, come on, man. Like this
I
is
just
what I'm
felt
saying. He
like
looked defeated.
it
He
wasn't the
looked
time to
defeated to me,
bring it
bro.
up.
Why
so
wasn't
hey,
the time to bring it up?
hey Matthew,
It's the
here's a question I got. Here's a
that's
question I
what
got for
court
you,
is
man.
for.
But remember, Matthew, they didn't go to court for that. They went to court to force the trilogy because Tyson Fury signed the contract for a third fight. Fury tried to go fight Anthony Joshua. So remember, the arbitration was to force the third fight. Had nothing to do with cheating allegations at all. So I think
Okay.
you conflicting the two.
Okay,
You
so
know what I
even
mean?
still, say he didn't cheat, right? Why
Right.
why are the fans trying to bring up cheating? That's kid games. If the
Because he
man
brought up
himself not
cheating.
bringing it up,
He
why the
brought up
fans
cheating.
mad like kids because he didn't bring up cheating? Now who really sound hooked? That's what I'm trying to
All right,
say. Like you mad at another man for not bringing up what you wanted him
all
to
right.
say? Come on, bro.
No,
It's
I'm
the
not.
world don't
I'm
revolve
not mad.
around you.
Man, he deflecting.
No, I'm not. No, I'm
No,
not mad, brother. I'm not
and then
mad, brother. I'm saying
no. I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about the person that's talking below his breath who's saying I'm mad. He has no logic. I'm 21 and I can speak more logic than him. That speaks volumes. That's deeper than being a fan of a fighter. It's having logic. But yes, sir. You have a great day. Like I said, I'm at work, and the buddy who said I'm mad, I'm sure he at home. Come on now. But
yeah,
let me
I
say.
know. Yeah, I know you at work, man. Man, I really appreciate you taking the time out to come in, man. But I'm just saying,
Hey,
bro.
I
Like,
like your channel, by the way, bro. I don't want to I don't want to make it seem like I got on here. I like your channel, bro. I respect what you're doing. I just wanted to voice my opinion because I seen y'all having fun, bro. That's all. It wasn't no bad blood, bro. It wasn't no bad blood.
yeah, man. We kick it over here, man. You more than welcome to come over here, bro. I mean, but at the end of the day, man, I gotta keep that same energy, man. Listen, man, Wilder, man, he did a whole lot of talking, bro. He did a whole lot of talking, and I was expecting him to do a little bit more at that press conference. This is the last press conference. You know they're not gonna have any more press conferences up until the fight. You know that,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah,
this is
and I
go ahead.
respect where you coming from. I respect where you coming from because I thought I was gonna see that Deontay too. I wanted to hear him say some stuff, but to be honest, all I could think of is like, man, life is chestnut checkers. What can he say to make you feel like he's gonna win? Just be real. The first
No,
fight
no.
went how it went. the second fight went how it went. What is there to say? There's only to do.
It's not the fact that he can say something to convince me that he's going to win. It's the fact that I wanted him to say something in general. I wanted him to say, "Listen, here, man, check this out, man. Hold on, somebody, I hear feedback. I wanted.
You good?
Where's that feedback coming
That's my fault. Somebody tried to call me. That's my fault. That's my fault. Somebody tried to call.
Oh,
But,
okay. Listen,
nah,
so check this out. I wanted Wilder to say, "Look here, man. You know this went down. I lost the second fight. Wilder. I mean, all of these allegations. I got proof. Even if he don't come with proof, I just wanted him to say something. I wanted him to reinvigorate his fan base. Stand up in the paint and say, "Hey, man, listen, man. This what it is. You know, we gon' you know, that's all I wanted. I've never seen him. Wilder has never been quiet in his entire career. Now this fight,
and I thought the same thing. And I thought the same thing. I was like, I know Deontay Wilder out of all people. I know I'm not seeing a quiet, humble Deontay Wilder, but it had me also thinking, like, come on, man. I know you know what I'm saying, man, because I could tell you not just no average, bro. I know you get what I'm saying. Some people, even though we know he more about talking, when you see somebody get that locked in, that shit can be dangerous, man. Like, if he's really locked in, like how it just showed in the press conference, you can either take that as being pussy, or you can take that as like he's not trying to do no talking, he's ready to show. He got his ass embarrassed last fight. Let's be real.
Was he ever like that, locked in? Was he ever that quiet, locked in any other fight?
How many other losses does he have? That's what I'm asking.
No, I'm just saying. Any fight.
No, he wasn't. He got it. No. I'm telling you, he wasn't this quiet. But has he ever got his ass embarrassed like this before? I also answer that question. Let's speak logic. Let's not ask questions that is going to just go to your side. Let's speak logic. Let's be real. You can't do this.
He only becomes locked in when he get his ass whipped. But he's never locked in when he's whipping ass, right?
And to you, he's pussy because he's quiet. So let's just agree on that.
I never said he was pussy.
To say, right?
I never even said when he was pussy.
Let's speak logic. Let's speak logic.
I speak logic, but
let's
you put words in my mouth because I
That's
never even called him pussy.
How you doing, sir? So what are you saying?
Yeah, yo.
I just asked you the question.
Yo, we could.
All right, listen. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna everybody gonna speak one at a time. So, hey, listen, hey Matthew, I know you at work, brother. I thank you for taking the time out. Come back anytime, fam. Okay. Hey, you heard me, fam?
Nah, leave Matthew on, man.
What color?
Okay. He at work, though.
Okay, all right, y'all.
No, he at work. All right, take it easy, bro. All right, be safe. Be safe. No, he was at work. All right,
all right, bet.
Okay, we got a new guest in the building. What's my brother name? Easy Bands. Easy Bands. Once you finish, Gamo. You're gonna come in next, fam. I'm gonna let you talk. Easy Bands, go ahead, brother. Chop it up.
What's up, Coach? Yo, thanks for letting me on the show. I just
yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Round of applause for the brother, man. Round of applause for Easy Bands. Round of applause for Easy Bands. Round of applause, man. Hey,
to this day.
That's what's up. Yo, I just heard the other brother talking. You feel me? He came on here. You know, shout out to him. He's working. He's doing his thing. You feel me? But when it comes to the whole logic thing about it, especially if we're using logic, my guy, you cannot come here and say, yo, my guy was over there confident, locked in, and not saying nothing. We all know logically that's not the man's character. The man's always out here fucking, you know, y'all already know. He's always expressive, all types of stuff. He's been talking behind the scenes. He's been making allegations and all that. To me, let's be honest, bro. He just doesn't want to fucking receive any questions. He doesn't want anybody asking him, yo, what's with the egg-shaped form shit? Yo, what's with the all that? You feel me? And that's why he's just out there presenting himself like, yo, I'm not gonna say nothing anymore. Cause he's chicken, bro. He came out there making all these claims and all that shit. And then now, like, yo, he's in front of everybody and we know it's bullshit. So what's up, my guy? What does he do? What does he do? He puts the... Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're right about that, Easy Bands, and you're right about that. Yeah, for all of the people in the chat, man, I know the kid that was on, he was only 21 years old. I'm not going to rip. He's only 21 years old, you know, and so I understand he's 21. He, you know, got kind of easy on him. I know he's representing for the Bomb Squad Nation, and I respect the fact that he came on this platform because this is kind of hostile territory. But I'm not, y'all, you guys know me. When you come on this show, I'm not going to disrespect anyone in the panel, and I'm not going to allow anyone else to disrespect anyone in the panel, even if you disagree with me. Now, I'm going to roast and do my thing now. I'm going to do that. But when you come on the show, I promise you I will not disrespect you, and I'm not going to block you as long as you're respectful. But he's only 21 years old, man. I mean, get a kid a break.
I hear that. I hear that. I hear
He's only
that.
21.
He was deflecting.
And he's working
He was
too.
deflecting.
Yeah.
He was deflecting the whole
working
time.
But what I didn't like about it is like, yo, he's calling out, like, you know what I mean, the other brother. I don't even know what his name is. I can't see his name. But he's like talking
Sheldon.
about logical. Oh, Sheldon, what's up, brother? Yeah, so
Hey,
he's
brother, how
like
you doing? Hey, man, I don't worry. You don't worry about people like that, man, because, some people make threats over the internet. That shows you what type of character they got. So you don't worry about stuff like that.
Facts. I hear you. So yeah, man, you feel me? I'm just here. I'm a big fight fan, AJ fan. You feel me? Because AJ represents, especially the black community. He represents that community very well. You feel me? When people are watching AJ, they can see like, yo, this a guy that doesn't fall under the stereotypes that we've been attacked by. And like, yo, nowadays especially, it's a big thing, man. Our image is a fucking huge thing, bro. And yo, people like Wilder, he's over there fucking twerking, coming out there in all types of fucking outfits, claiming to be a man of God, but at the same time, he's talking about not even God can save Fury, all types of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, and end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, the reason why I'm kind of against Wilder is because he claims to be pro-black, but he really isn't, bro. Real talk. You see, the only people he be taking down is black people, bro. From AJ, what he come out saying about AJ, man? He said,
Yeah,
yo,
said
the
he was a
white
coward.
man's, the white man's milking
Eddie Hearn's like a
AJ.
slave master. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
all
right about that.
shit. You feel me?
Hey,
AJ
shout out.
doesn't think for himself, but go ahead.
No. Gamo, what's going on, fam? Go ahead and talk, fam. Sorry about that. Thank you for being patient, brother.
Hey, yo, what's good? I'm just tapping in from LA. I just had to hop on because I seen Blue Bloods live with this guy you call Kurt Sugar. Yo, this fool, Two-Face, because I seen him hopping on your channel, sucking your dick. But he's still saying that, there are chances that Fury did cheat, And he be pushing narratives on his channel. But right now, like what I saw with the press conference, Wilder looks shook, man. Muhammad Ali would never put on no headphones and not talk. That's the platform right there. Yo, this is all right. You use your mouth right here, bro. Yo, you talking to the people right here, man. Like, yo, he looked like a clown. Like, yo, he looked like a kid. I don't think he looks right. I think he's emotionally hurt. And Malik Scott, I don't think he gonna do anything. He got his eardrum burst by Fury too. Shit, and Fury gonna come in heavier and just maul him. He's gonna come at him. He's gonna double jab, come at him to the body. He's just gonna maul him.
Hey, bro, were you at the convention center?
They probably stop him in 4 or 5. But man,
how
the press conference today? Because I'm in LA. I was trying to slide through the Nova, but I couldn't get a press pass. But I thought it was gonna be outside, but it was way too hot. So yeah, but yeah, Wilder looks shook. Yo, this fight's gonna be good. I mean, fuck it, the trilogy. He just gonna get hurt. I think Malik Scott just doing it for the check. Shit, I don't even know how much he gonna get. I ain't gonna pocket count. But yo, I see Blue right now live, Blue Bloods pushing narratives like, tickets selling out already.
That's his job, bro. That's his job. Did you go down to the convention center?
Yeah, we gonna let him speak on himself.
Yeah, man, they be sucking. This dude, Kurt Anderson, man, and Blue Bloods, man, they be pushing mad narratives, man. They don't even a lot of the things they be saying is false, man. Especially with the Peds and like, yo. But yeah, Wilder finna get mauled in this fight, man, and I don't think it's worth it, man. I think he's just gonna be done. I don't even think if he gets an AJ fight after, it depends how bad he gets fucked up. If he fights AJ after, I think AJ could beat him. I still wanted to see him fight Andy Ruiz. I think Usyk can outbox him. I think Wilder's is a blown up cruiserweight, man. I think he just needs for this fight. I think he should have bulked a little bit, man. I think he should have put on like 30 pounds too.
You think so?
Yeah, because he is a
You talking about Wilder?
Yeah, I'm talking about Wilder. So
he came in at 231 last time and it didn't do him any good.
You know how to throw a jab. Because I box too, I train. So shit. Shout out to all the Asian fighters out there. No cap. Pacquiao Spence finna be hot. I'm finna be at that fight. You gonna be at that fight, Coach?
I'm not. Well, you know what? It's in August. It's a possibility that I could be
That's a
there.
legendary fight. You gotta be there.
It's a possibility that I could be there. You know, I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, man, Wilder looked shook. I was surprised he wasn't saying anything. I was like, man, your babysitter Malik Scott got to talk for you. That's sad. You're acting like Devin Haney and his dad. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you being a little bitch. Come on, man. Like, Muhammad Ali would never fucking put on no earphones or headphones, and be all shook like that. I think he mentally defeated. I don't even know if he was listening to music. I think he was just capping, pretending he was listening to music. Like, bro, man. And then the LDBC right here just sucking his dick, talking about he's gonna get paid fat, tickets selling out. But bro, you gonna get fucked up. You fucked up your trainer in sparring too, man. Hey, shout out Punch Drunk and Showbiz the Adult. Yeah. Shout out Justin Fortune. Shout out Ellie Segback. Yeah, we going up. Hey,
all right, man. Hey, how to pronounce your name, brother?
Gamo.
Gamo?
Yeah, Gamo clan. Yeah,
Gamo, man. Salute to you, fam. Salute to you, fam.
For Manny to touch down in LA, second week of July, and he gonna finish the rest of his camp.
I haven't seen you in like a month, bro. Like, where you been at? You know me. Where you been at, man?
Yeah, I'm in LA right now, West Hollywood, but everything just opened up today, actually.
Okay.
They lessened up the restrictions, man, because you know a lot of these libtards, man. So shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but listen, man, I know you're busy right now, bro, man, but I really appreciate you Gamo, for coming on. All right, fam? Salute to you, fam.
Yeah, all the Asian American fighters. Shout out my boy Brandon Lee. Hey, yo, Pacquiao finna take Spence's belts. No cap, yo. He finna shock the world again. I'm telling you, it's gonna be the greatest welterweight win.
Okay.
Yeah. I might put some on it, but yo, I'm finna be at that fight, and I think he gonna have Spence shook. This is Spence's biggest fight, and yeah, for sure.
All right, man. But listen, bro, man. I really appreciate it, man. You need to drop by. You need to come back, man. Come back again, man. Tomorrow, man. Whenever you can. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
all right. Thank you, brother, for the support, man. We're gonna give you a round of applause. But man, Gamo, man, I appreciate you, bro. Much love and respect. West Side, you in the LA West Side.
Yeah, we tapping in from LA. But we not liberal over here, man. We roll with the right.
Okay. All right. All right, for sure, man. Salute to you.
For sure.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man. He had a whole lot going on right there, man. But salute to my brother, man, for coming in, man. Tommy from England, what's going on, fam? What you want to talk about?
What are you saying? No, I'm based for coming from England, isn't it? I'm surprised that Americans actually don't like Wilder. I thought most of them liked him, and it's funny saying that you were cussing him and that. I think it's hilarious, man. I think it's right because I can actually know that Americans actually know about boxing. I've heard some Americans ripping saying about Wilder. It's a mad thing. It's
well,
funny, man.
you can't. America's is a population that we have over 330 million people. So everybody, we're not a monolithic group of people. Everybody don't think the same over here. So you know what I mean?
No, that's why I come on in it. I thought it's are you saying it and that? I thought I'd come over in it, see what's going. I thought it'd be quite fun. But no,
so you new to the channel? You new to the channel?
Yeah, I'm new to the channel. Yeah, literally, I just started watching it just today, and I liked it.
Oh yeah, man, go ahead and subscribe, man, and hit the like button, man. Subscribe, man.
Help out a fellow brother, man.
Oh yeah, man, for sure, man. What you want to talk about, fam? Chop it up.
No, he just looks shook. He reminds me of how Klitschko looked when he come back against Tyson the second time. He just looked absolutely exhausted. He didn't want to be there. He don't want to be. I think it's disrespectful even coming back. I don't know why he just moved to the side and got the money. But
yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he looked like he didn't want to be there, man. He looked like he was on.
He's gonna get knocked out again. But then I've got a feeling before seeing his press conference, I thought, Tyson, don't be all big-headed and come in and all that because you will get knocked out. But after his press conferences, I'm 90% sure he's gonna win. After watching that.
All right, man. Yeah, man. I'm thank you so much, brother, for dropping. Hey, shout out to Lady Shan, man, for dropping by. Lady Shan don't drop by, man. Shout out to my brother who just what's the name? Tommy from England. Yeah, shout out to you, fam, for coming on in, man. We got one more guest that just popped up. What's going on, fam? How to say your name? What's your name? Son Woo NYC. Son Woo NYC. Go ahead, brother. What you want to
Son Woo. Listen, man, Wilder, if Malik Scott cared about him, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, brother. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
All right. If Malik Scott cared about Wilder, he would tell him the truth and tell him that he's not skilled, that he needs to work on his footwork. Number one, first and foremost.
Right. The footwork, you know, the footwork is the fundamentals of boxing. You're right about that.
He is. He's faster than him. Wilder's footwork is superbly poor. Only have to be perfect for 2 seconds. He's only fought tomato cans. Name one other Hall of Famer that he's fought. One. He hasn't fought anybody. This is the first guy that he's ever even fought that's good. Honestly. He ducked AJ. He came out and told the truth that he turned down $100 million. He kept that fight from us for 4 years and blamed it on AJ. AJ lost and took it on the chin immediately. Immediately took it on the chin and worked on his holes, came back and redeemed himself. Wilder is all of a sudden, I want a body on my record. Most of his opponents has been black. This is the guy that says, I want a body on my record. I want to kill a man in the ring.
Yeah, I don't wish death on nobody.
He's not nobody to root for. F.A. Ajagba is F.A. Ajagba. Yeah, F.A. Ajagba would wash Wilder. Wash him.
Right
I
now?
think F.A. Ajagba would beat the shit out of Wilder. Right now. Right now. I think Ajagba, his hand speed is better. His form is better. And he has a better punching arsenal. Wilder just throws a wild punch. It's a wild punch. It's not even, he's got a missile.
My only thing with that though is Ajagba is still a prospect though.
Yeah, I don't think. Hey, brother, you got a bad connection on Sunwoo NYC. The connection is bad. You're going in and out.
I mean, Ajagba hasn't just looked cuts. Got a bad connection?
Yes, sir.
We try and move closer to the router. Better now?
Okay. Yes, sir. It's better now.
All right. Ajagba has way better form. If you look at him in the fights that he's been in already, now he hasn't fought anybody great, but he has a great uppercut, a great cross.
Still going in and out.
A great hook, great stance. Wilder, once he sees that this guy's hurt, he just swings for the fences. It's the one that he threw at Scott that hit his gloves and that he fell. We ain't even gonna get into that. But
right, yeah.
A guy this guy in sparring, what is he gonna show you? Who is he trained? What is he gonna show you?
Yeah,
I don't believe at all. And I like Wilder at first, but I don't believe in him.
Right. Hey, yes, sir, brother. Thank you so much, man. Are you new to the channel? You new to the channel on Sunwoo NYC?
Yeah, I just subscribed maybe 2 days ago, but I like your channel a lot. I like your channel a lot.
I mean, I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that, bro, man. I really do, man. I try to be as objective as possible. I know I can be kind of rough to a lot of the Wilder fanboys.
You gotta call a spade a spade. Yeah. You gotta call a spade a spade. Just knowing that Wilder ducked AJ for all of those years and blamed it on him, called him all kinds of out of his name and all kind of shit. Then came out after the Fury fight won and said, I turned down $100 million to fight you. Remember that. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. You said for 4 years.
He said it on, and as a matter of fact, Eddie Hearn had retweeted it.
Holding the fight up.
Hey, why don't you sign back out and come back in, brother? Because right now we can't hear you. You freezing up.
Yeah, you got like a bad connection or something.
You got a bad connection on Sunwoo. Just click the link again. I'm gonna kick you out and just come back in, okay? Come right back in. See if you get a better connection. We'll be here. Hey man, shout out to my brother man Sunwoo, man.
Coach,
shout out to my brother Sunwoo.
I just didn't like it. It looked he didn't look confident. He looked, I don't know, man. He didn't look like a man of confidence. He's been spouting all these stories for a year and a half. He has a chance to tell the world his side of the story, and he puts on earphones and listens to music and lets the yes man speak for him. That doesn't exude confidence to me. I don't know about
man. Hey, let me ask you a question. So, hold on. Shout out to Major Key Boston in the building. Major Key, shout out to Major Key. Shout out to KB in the building. What you say, KB? I don't think KB said that I don't think Wilder is scared. The reason why I don't think he wore the headphones is because he don't want Fury to head games. No. I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Fury said something very telltale. They asked him. They said, "Why do you think Deontay Wilder's not talking?" He said, "This shows that he's a very mentally weak and physically weak person." And that's what I got out of that. Fury observed him very well. Wilder's mentally weak. When you cannot stand up to questions, when you let someone who can talk like a Tyson Fury, I'm gonna put my headphones on because I don't want Fury head games to get in my head. That shows me you are a very mentally weak fighter. You got to be able to stand up. You got to be able to stand up in the paint when it's time to stand up in the paint. You stood up in the paint your entire career, and then now I never seen Muhammad Ali do that. I never seen Muhammad Ali at a press conference after a loss just don't say anything. You know what I mean? Like, of course, when he got sick later on down the line, he couldn't talk like he wanted to.
And my point to you, KB, is I never said he was scared. I don't think he's scared either. I don't think any heavyweight is afraid. I think that he's not confident. He's not confident in his skill set. He's not confident that he can beat this guy.
He can't beat him. He can't beat him.
Hey, Sunwoo. Hey, Sunwoo. Only thing I know you talking about that.
Yeah, it's better. It's better.
All right.
Hey, Sunwoo.
Yeah.
Hey,
I hear you.
Only thing I got. I mean, I know you. You know, I like a Jabba too, man. I just think he's a little bit too green right now, man. I mean, he has a hell of a jab.
He's too green, and he's taking his time. He's not in a rush.
But he boxed like he got two left feet. Like he doesn't have foot movement like down packed like that. But like Wilder, his athleticism.
No, not great foot movement yet. But he's an athletic freak. He's a basketball player fighting with a missile for an arm. But
I could agree with that.
What he's become over the years, I'm not a fan of. I can't get behind. You lost to a better guy. And you're he's a one-trick pony. He's a one-trick pony. Got over for a long time, picking and choosing, fighting nobodies. He almost lost to Ortiz. Ortiz almost had him. In that 7th round of that first fight, 10 more seconds, his ass would have been out of here.
He was beating Deontay Wilder in both fights. It just Deontay Wilder got that, that both equalizer. Fights. That's what bails him out. Yeah.
Got that equalizer. Even Muhammad Ali, there's a story that Muhammad Ali was in a casino and that he was actually really scared of Sonny Liston. He was at a casino sitting at a table and Sonny Liston walked in with his friends and smacked the shit out of him. And Ali turned around and was like, "What you do that for?" This is before they fight. But when it came time to do you think Muhammad was going to get into a press conference and not say anything or not show up? And he was actually really scared of him. Because Sonny Liston was a bad dude, hung out with gangsters and all of this and this, that, the other. But Muhammad Ali never would have backed down in the press conference.
Everybody in boxing, bro, at that time was afraid of Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston was a real live bad guy.
Said nothing and pouted.
Hey, Sunwoo, you still going in and out, man.
14-year
Hey, you on mute,
Yeah,
Coach.
but Bo, we talking about this guy, Bo. We not talking about none of the greats of the past. We talking about this guy. We talking about this guy, bro. This guy does not look confident. I was really disappointed in Wilder at this press conference. You got your yes man speaking for you, holding your water, touching your phone, doing media. So what's he gonna do, Coach? So now is he gonna go back into hibernation and come out only for the fight? Is that what he's gonna do?
Hold on, some will look like the connection bad again. He fell off again. Hey, Kathy, go ahead, Kathy. Go ahead, sis.
Yo, Coach, listen. Wilder is a one-trick pony. There's going to be excuse after excuse after excuse again. He's going to lose. He was quiet because he's shook. He's shocking. All of his fanboys can pat the fuck down. It's long. I ain't paying for no next fight. I'm all the way in the UK. It is 21 minutes past 12. Just finished work. See this? And I ain't paying for no fight. Nope. They can all suck out.
You're not gonna pay. You're not gonna pay for it.
Malachi Williams, you are a legend. I watch you every day. You talk sense. I love it.
I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Give you a round of applause, Kathy. Give you a round of applause, Kathy. And guess what? We gonna represent for you.
To this day.
Make sure you do, because I'll be watching. Don't worry.
All right,
they ain't getting no pennies from me. They
What
can
part-
go some now.
What part of the UK you're from?
Kingston.
Oh, Kingston.
Kingston upon Thames.
Okay. Well, thank you so
don't know
much
where
for
that
supporting
is,
them.
but you know what? You live in a part of the world where I want to go.
What, you talking about Miami?
Huh?
You talking about Miami?
I'm talking about America in general.
Or America in general, yeah. Listen, man, why? Oh, this guy keep telling me to drop the link. I sent you the link already. I sent you the link and addressed it to you, and you still haven't came on. So, I wasn't talking to you, Kath. I'm talking to this guy in the chat. So other than that, that's it. You know, but yeah, Kathy, thank you so much. I know you're just getting off of work, man. I hope you get home safely, okay, sis? Sun Woo, you back, brother.
I was gonna say I was writing a note saying thanks for having me on. I'll come back when I have a better connection. But
All right,
you can hear me good now?
Yes, sir, I can hear you good.
All right. Yeah, excellent. But I mean, I want to like Wilder, but the things that he says is idiotic. He says things that are idiotic, and then this whole white privilege thing.
Man, it's going out again, man. I don't know what it is. Yeah, hold on. It looked like he fell off again. Samu, the connection fell off again. I think
he must got the wrong provider, man. I don't know what provider he's using. That joint ain't working.
So go ahead, Sheldon. You had asked me a question, but
I just wanted to ask you the question I asked you, Coach. So what's he gonna do now? He had his one chance to tell the world his side of the story, let them know why he felt he was cheated. He didn't take it. So what's he gonna do now? Go back into hibernation and wait for the fight? He's just gonna not say nothing?
Hey, Sheldon, you hit the nail right on the head now, because Bold, I don't know if you know this, right? But I listen, Sheldon, because when you called me, I didn't answer the phone because I was taking notes. I have three pages worth of notes that I wrote down. I wrote down everything. Every, and I'm gonna address it. I'm gonna have to do a 30-minute premiere video to address this. That's how long it might be. 45 minutes. I don't know, but it's gonna be a long video. I gotta address this because I don't think I'm gonna be able to address it the way I want to in a live. But anyways, Sheldon, to answer your question, bro, I don't know. Like, I've never seen Wilder like this. He looked dejected. So if he loses again, what is he going to do? Like, we don't know. We don't know. I have no idea. Me personally, I just think that he looked defeated. Listen, I've seen this movie before, right? When you have a guy that's a bully. George Foreman used to be the bully of heavyweight division. Sonny Liston was the bully of the heavyweight division. At one point in time, my guy, the guy who I was a fanboy of, Mike Tyson was the bully of the heavyweight division. But Mike Tyson is a little bit different. But I'm just saying, when you take a bully, a guy who beats fighters just based on intimidation alone, as it relates to Wilder haven't fought any high caliber fighters. So the first high caliber fighter that he fought in Tyson Fury, I'm not discrediting King Kong Ortiz, but Ortiz was older and slower and flat-footed fighter, right? So once he fought a more athletic, bigger, stronger fighter, we saw what happened. We saw what happened in that second fight. So I think that Fury has won the psychological warfare. It's like I said, Tyson Fury has a mental edge. I said I needed to see this press conference, and for what I saw from this press conference, Tyson Fury is all up in Deontay Wilder's head, to the point where this guy looks shook. You see what I'm saying? So I know that you Fury fans, Wilder fans are upset. Shout out to the second Ezra for the super chat.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat.
The Alphabet Boys destroyed Wilder. Yeah, because the thing is, he was feeding them that information about cheating, and now they've been riding for him. He's going to have to live up to that. Wilder has a lot of pressure on him. Look at how relaxed Tyson Fury was. Fury was very relaxed. Like, man, it's just another fight to me. Wilder was very tight, very tense. He acted like he didn't want to be there. I'm just listening to headphones. If you don't want to hear Tyson Fury say anything, and you don't want to answer any questions, that showed me that you are a mentally weak person. I'm going to tell you why. This is a press conference to promote your upcoming fight. So maybe there's something that you can say to help make this fight even more enticing to make people want to buy the fight. You see what I'm saying? People are going to spend their hard-earned money to see you fight this guy. So when you're at a press conference to promote a fight, you should be talking to help sell the fight instead of just sitting there looking like a 5-year-old kid when somebody just took his bike, and you got your team in the background, two-time. Like they didn't even sound sure of themselves because their leader wasn't sure of himself. Even to the point to where Malik Scott, once he was talking, he just went ahead and just stopped talking. He even got shut down by Tyson Fury. So this is like Malik Scott is looking like, damn, man, I'm up here by myself trying to talk for Wilder. Wilder very stubborn. He don't want to say anything. He put his headphones on like he's just not interested in this fight, a fight that they are promoting so that he can make more money. The more people who buy this fight, the more money he's going to make, and he just wasn't there. So that is a mentally weak fighter. He looked very dejected to me, and that's just my take on it. What do you got to say, Bo?
Now, that's crazy. I got the video loaded up, lock and ready to go ahead and watch it, man. But I'm surprised Deontay Wilder, he ain't do his little race baiting thing because he did it for the past 2 fights. So he ain't do it this time.
But not only that,
coach, I'll be right back.
Okay, bro. Okay. Listen, not only that, but when he started back talking and giving interviews to the Alphabet Boy channels, he showed a lot more energy on their channels with him and Malik Scott. But then all of a sudden, now when he's at a press conference to promote his fight, he don't have nothing to say now. He said more on Jabba the Hutt. He was on Jabba the Hutt channel. He said more with Jabba the Hutt than he did at the press conference. He don't want to talk. He got his headphones on. He's not engaged. Like, you, come on, man.
Hey,
shout out to my brother Toon for the super chat. The solid thing he had going on was straight cringy. Dudes a cornball for real. We gonna see what he got to say after the fight with the excuses. There's no more excuses, Toon. To be honest with you, brother, there's no more he can say. As a matter of fact, Malik Scott didn't even say anything about these allegations. I'm gonna tell you another thing, Bo, that you're gonna realize. Tyson Fury brought up one of Wilder's cheating allegations. He brought up the spiked water. He said, you got rid of Deontay, you got rid of Mark Breland because you said he spiked your water or whatever the case may be. Whatever excuse you made. You see what I'm saying? Now you got a new trainer. So the interviewer asked him, she said, now, Wilder, you picked that Tyson Fury for coming with getting rid of his old trainers and coming with some new trainers, right? He said, now you're doing the same thing that you picked that Wilder, that you picked that Fury for doing. What do you have to say about that? And he didn't have nothing to say. He just had his head down, bobbing his head, listening to music, act like he didn't hear her. He heard what she said, but he ignored her. And then she had to deflect to Malik Scott, and Malik Scott started asking the questions. Malik Scott said that, yeah, man, he just locked me in right now, and he's stubborn. He's very stubborn. You know what I mean? And bro, it's like, bro, I wrote notes. I got three pages full of stuff I'm gonna cover. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna go ahead and record it in the morning. Like this is, bro, like what a bomb squad at. So a couple of the bomb squad members did come on. I do appreciate you guys. The brother that's 21 years old, Matthew, that came on, Now salute to you, fam. At least you represent. But I feel like you're 21 years old, so I get it. You know what I mean? I understand. You're 21, so I do take that. I do take that into consideration. But it is what it is, man. These guys, the bomb squad. I'm looking for my leader to lead me into battle. I'm looking for my leader to lead me into battle. I want listen. The troops are only as strong as their leader. So when my troops see that their leader is standing up in the paint, and I'm representing, I didn't hear bomb squad. I didn't hear none of that. I didn't hear to this day. I didn't hear none of that. He was just quiet. He said look very dejected. You see what I'm saying? To the point to where Malik Scott went to talking about how Tyson Fury beat him up in sparring and burst his eardrum, and he's talking about Tyson Fury is a great fighter. He even said, man, Fury is a great fighter. There's no shame in losing to Fury or getting your eardrum bust or whatever the case may be. And then he just went to, I'm like, damn, what the hell Malik Scott talk like? He's praising Fury, in front of his boy Deontay Wilder. And it is what it is, man. I tell you what, bro, I ain't got no faith in Wilder. I told y'all, I'm betting on Tyson Fury for a 10th or 11th round stoppage. Because like I said before, just like Fury said, I think he been listening to my interviews, to my podcast. Fury said that, listen, by Wilder being so stubborn, Malik Scott, just like you said, this is what I believe. He's going to, when the game plan doesn't work, he's going to go right back to what he knows how to do. Deontay Wilder is a one-trick pony. This is what Tyson Fury said, and he's right. He's a one-trick pony. When the game plan is not working, he's going to go back to what he knows how to do. Ain't that right, Wilder?
To this day.
To this day. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's going to do. You see what I'm saying? He's going to go right back. You see what I'm saying? They're talking about.
We've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day.
You see what I'm saying? That's what he's going to go back to doing that. He's going to go back to what he know how to do. Mark Breland taught him how to throw the right hand. People understand that he doesn't have the footwork. Let me tell you something about Wilder too. You know when he's going to throw the right hand. How do you know? You watch his feet. Good boxers with high IQs knows that when you have a fighter who has a sniper like Tyson, like Deontay Wilder has, and for his fans out there who saying all he need to do is land that right hand, guess what? He landed it twice in the first fight, and he landed it 3 or 4 times in the second fight. And what happened? So if it was as simple as him landing the right hand and the fight is over with, if it was as simple as that, then how come he wasn't able to get him out there in the first or second fight? Tyson Fury has tasted his power. He felt Wilder's power, and he ate it, especially in the second fight. You see what I'm saying? And he got up in the first fight. We know Wilder cannot fight off the back foot.
Nah, he can't.
That's his problem.
And the thing too is I think Wilder cherry picked Tyson Fury in that first fight because he said, hey, this dude's coming off of 3 tune-up fights, I guess, at the time, and he was coming off the drugs and all that other stuff. So I guess he thought like, hey, let me cherry pick him in his first fight, knock him out, and then I can move on, and I just have that name on my resume. But then when he got embarrassed in that first fight, I remember when Andre Ward kind of called out Deontay Wilder and said, hey, I don't think you're going to get that man a rematch. Right. And Deontay Wilder got mad. So when that rematch actually came, you saw what happened. You know what I'm saying? It was, Deontay Wilder didn't perform up to the standard. So right now he's so shook. That's probably why he was so quiet.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Man. Fury might be getting too comfortable. Y'all understand what you're saying on the political knee high, would you say nihilist? Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I was thinking that as well, but I don't think so. I think that after this press conference, Fury sees something in Wilder. He see, this guy's dejected. He said this guy's mentally weak, and he's mentally and physically weak. He got him. He know he got him. He got him mentally, psychologically. A lot of pressure is on Deontay Wilder. I'm gonna tell you why there's a lot of pressure on Deontay Wilder. Because he has to live up to all of the allegations. He has to live up to the fact that, hey, man, the reason why I lost this fight because Tyson Fury cheated. So now, and he has his bomb squad nation who he was feeding this information to. So he has a rabid fan base, right? That's backing him 1,000%. So he has to win because he is guaranteeing a victory. The only problem is when you face a bully in the ring, once you break a bully, you can't you can't psychologically that does something to the bully. You see what I'm saying? And what I saw in that press conference, psychologically, Fury's not afraid of this guy. He like, dude, I got you. And Wilder, this is the first time in his career where he's literally at a loss for words. And so what I want my leader to do, if I'm a leader of the Bomb Squad Nation, what you gonna see me do? Say all this shit I'm talking on this podcast. I'm gonna be on stage talking trash to this day. We gonna stand up in the paint. This time I'm gonna correct the wrongs and I'm gonna make them right this time. This time, this is what I'm going to do. I ain't gonna have a whole lot to say, Fury, because you can out-talk me. But when it comes to the fight game, I'm gonna make sure I get you out of there this time. Remember in the second fight, the press conference leading up to the second fight, Wilder said, you got up from the first time. This time, I'm going to bring my 6-inch nails from Alabama and my hammer, and I'm going to nail you down and make sure you don't get back up. That's what he said in the press conference leading up to the second fight. What he said in the press conference leading up to the third fight, he didn't say anything.
To this day.
And I don't understand why. Shout out to my brother Blood Retro, man. Let's go ahead and give my brother a round of applause. Shout out to Blood Retro, man. Blood Retro, man.
To this day.
Go ahead, brother.
What's going on with y'all, brothers, man? It's good to be back up in here with y'all again, man. All three of y'all. Man, listen, man, I'm going to say a few things about this real quick, man. After viewing the presser, a few things came to mind, and I've heard several fight fans make a comparison to how Ali would have handled the situation. The comparison is valid in this environment of fighters that like to compare themselves to Ali when it's convenient for them to do so. Ali would slam dunk pressers, okay? So there's another comparison in which Wilder falls short. But what we are viewing in HD is who Wilder really is, okay? He's not Ali. He's not Holmes. He's not George Foreman. He's Deontay Wilder. He's been running his mouth and co-signing allegations. Is he the type of fighter that is willing to call Fury out in his face? Absolutely not, okay? We can attempt to place Wilder's actions into a category of strategic planning and all of that stuff. I mean, I've already heard a little bit of the stuff. Okay, we could attempt to place that in a category of strategic planning, okay? But a person that puts on headphones can't handle the heat. And like the old saying goes, if you can't handle the heat, stay your ass out the kitchen. You want to talk about a mute button, right? You talk about these mute buttons that I don't like on YouTube. This was his permanent mute button. Right? He couldn't face up to all these allegations that he accused Tyson Fury of and tell this man to his face, look, man, you cheated me, right? He was like a child in the presence of his father after telling a lie. Okay? You guys know what that's like, right? If you had a true father. Malik spoke for him, okay? Malik Scott. Tyson Fury straightened out Malik Scott by reminding him of a busted eardrum. And that made the situation even worse. Why pick the guy that has also suffered from a busted eardrum by the same fighter to speak for you, right? Why pick that guy to speak for you, right? If you're going to have somebody speaking for you and this guy's going to try to shoot down something Tyson Fury says, then Tyson Fury is just going to remind him, hey, I busted you upside your head, man. Plus, he said that being Wilder's trainer, this is what Malik Scott said. He said that being Wilder's trainer is even more important than their brotherhood, right? You guys could take what you want from all of that, but pretty much that's just an outline of the things that I'm thinking, Coach. I wanted to share that with you guys. I like what y'all are doing over here, man. Great stuff over here. Mr. Shelton, Moore, Bold, all of you guys.
Man, I really appreciate that, Retro, man. Please subscribe to my brother Blood Retro Boxing, and please subscribe to what's the other channel? Documentaries and what's the other channel, Blood?
Yes, Retro Boxing and Documentaries, and then it's just Blood Boxing.
Yeah, please subscribe, man. Listen, you want to hear some high energy, good content, and just straight to the point, with no BS and strictly boxing. This brother here is like a damn boxing historian. I like to have people on who know more about the sport of boxing than I do. You see what I'm saying? My brother Blood, Kurt, irregardless of what y'all may say about Kurt being with LDBC, stuff like that. I'm cool with Kurt. I don't care nothing about that. I'm cool with Fred. You know, I know his position as it relates to Wilder. I don't care anything about that as it relates to that. But I know I have these guys' phone numbers. I can call and talk to them. You know, I'm going to still hold my squares, what I believe. You know what I mean? We're just going to agree to disagree. But other than that, man, when it comes to strictly to the sport of boxing, not no personal stuff, just strictly the sport of boxing, these guys know more than me, and I like to, even my co-host Shelton more. So I like to bounce stuff off of those guys, and they, sending me stuff, old fights that I've been looking at a bunch of old fights lately, man. Like I've been like binge watching a bunch of old fights, and you know what I mean. So anytime I'm in the presence of greatness when it comes to the sport of boxing, I learn to keep my mouth closed because I'm learning as well. I'm in school, but it's something that Tyson Fury said that really struck me when the interviewers asked Tyson Fury. She said, "Why do you think Wilder is being quiet right now?" He said, "Because Wilder is mentally and physically weak. He's been broken." You see what I'm saying? This is proof that he's mentally weak. You see what I'm saying? We're here to promote a fight. They are getting paid for this fight. And he act like that he did not want to be there. You see what I'm saying? So I've seen this movie before. When you see fighters at a press conference and they act like they don't want to be there, they normally gonna get their ass knocked out. You know what I mean? He don't want to be there for a reason. So the intimidation is not working on Tyson Fury. I even looked at when they stood face to face. Look how loose Tyson Fury was. He was relaxed. Wilder looked like he was just like he was trying to look so mean and look cold. Then he had to take his glasses off so in order to try to save face, and it wasn't working. You're not going to intimidate Tyson Fury. So in order to beat Tyson Fury, you're going to have to put these paws on him. You're going to have to understand footwork sets up the hook to the body, the jab to the body. Footwork will set up the right hand. You see what I'm saying? Footwork will set up a lot of the things that you have been working on in the gym with Malik Scott. Tyson Fury also said that, listen, since Wilder is so stubborn, like you said, Malik, I believe that he's going to go right back to what he knows how to do best. And that's depending on that right hand. He's a one-trick pony. And he told him this in his face. He's a one-trick pony. That's it. You see what I'm saying? So this is Wilder's time to save face. This is the first and last press conference that they are going to have. So since this is the last press conference you're going to have, this is his opportunity to save face, get up there, rally the troops to this day, bomb squad. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get Tyson Fury. We're going to decapitate him. He said it in the beginning of the press conference. We're going to take his head off and no more talk. And that's it. He just folded like a lawn chair. And he said it so weak in the beginning. Like, dude, you ain't scared nobody with this tough guy bravado. This shit don't work, not in the sport of boxing, because tough guy bravados don't mean nothing when you step in that ring. You're going to have to fight. Can you take a punch? I'm going to say one more thing, and then I'm going to be quiet and let Bo talk. Fury also said, all of that sounds good, but just like Mike Tyson says, and he quoted Mike Tyson, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. And he said, I believe once I land his right hand on Wilder, he's going to revert right back to what he been doing for his whole career. And I honestly believe that. I've been saying that on this show consistently. I say, I want to see this press conference because I think he's going to go right back to what he's been doing. And I believe that Tyson Fury said the same thing. And I don't need Fury to validate it. Human beings, we are creatures of habit. We are creatures of habit. If I've been beating people and knocking people out for 40 some odd fights the exact same way, now all of a sudden in one training camp, I'm gonna become this different fighter. No, you didn't bring up the allegations. You had an opportunity to confront Wilder and Fury and let him know, hey, listen, man. Even Fury brought up the water bottle incident with his water bottle being spiked, and he didn't even say nothing about that. Malik Scott didn't say nothing about that, right? The interviewer also asked him. She said, listen, Wilder, what do you have to say about you clown Tyson Fury for firing his old trainers and getting new trainers, but yet now you're doing the same thing. You got rid of your old trainer, now you got a new trainer. Wilder had nothing to talk about. So she had to deflect to Malik Scott, and Malik Scott went to talking. That don't look good, man. Ali never would have did that. Since you talking about Ali, since Malik Scott bringing Ali up, he never would have did that. Roy Jones never would have did that. Pernell Whitaker never would have did that. Marvin Hagler never would have did that. Sugar Ray Leonard never would have did that. Tommy Hearns never would have did that. You see what I'm saying? A whole bunch of other goddamn fighters. James Toney. The list goes on and on and on. Julian Jackson. The list goes. Simon Brown. The list goes on and on and on, man. So let me go ahead and shut my big ass mouth, man. Bo, what you got to say, fam?
You know, I was just looking at that first fight with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, and I noticed even in that fight, Deontay Wilder, He couldn't even fight going backwards in that fight. I mean, he had his success every time he stepped forward, but when Fury was pushing him back, Deontay Wilder, instead of moving at angles, he kept going straight back. So I wonder if he had, with the training for this camp, for this fight coming up, did he work on angles? Because I noticed the videos that the LDBC and the Deontay Wilder fanboys been putting out. They've been saying, "Oh, he looks good, he looks great." But even in those training, it just seemed like Deontay Wilder was training in straight lines. It was like no angles or no anything. So I'm just wondering, is he working on those angles to actually make this fight a little bit better than what it was the past two fights?
Not only that, but in sparring, once he starts sparring, is he working on fighting off the back foot? Fury said, listen, this is another thing that Fury said. I have 3 pages of notes that I took, and I got to cover this in the premiere video. Fury said that, listen, he said that I gave my game plan away in the second fight. I'm going to tell you what my game plan is going to be in the third fight. He said, I'm going to get up to about 300 pounds, which I don't think he's going to get that big. He said, I'm a maul. He said, I'm going to run Deontay Wilder over like a Mack truck. He said, I'm going to steam right over him. I'm going to maul him. You know what I mean? And I'm going to get him out of there in about the same time that I got him out there in the second fight. He said, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I told you what I was going to do in the second fight, and I'm telling you what I'm going to do in the third fight. And Sugar Hill said that right now Tyson Fury has been working on the 1-punch knockout. And listen, let me tell you something. No one can tell me that a man that's 6'9", 275 pounds can't punch. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Because I've got punched in the face by guys smaller than that. You see what I'm saying? By guys smaller than that, I got punched in the face. So you're not going to tell me that a guy that's 6'9", 275 pounds cannot punch. We saw how Deontay Wilder's face looked like in the second fight. The man can punch. And all he got to do now, what he did in the second fight, if you sit down on your punches and become front foot dominant, that punch is a lot more effective than going backwards. And that's what you're going to see. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Tyson Fury also said that he's got Wilder's mojo in his left pocket. He said that. I heard him say it in an interview, right? The presser just proved this to be true, in my opinion. This fight is going to tell us who Wilder and Fury really are, especially Deontay Wilder. Like you just said, he said that he's going to come forward and he's going to run him over. So Wilder's going to have to be ready for a fight. His little pussified fans, they can't be going around complaining about rabbit punches and low punches and all that kind of stuff. This guy has to be ready for a fight. He's got to be ready for war, right? So, you know, all of this talk, all of this is just talk, and this is going to show us who Wilder is. And if Wilder don't make it through this, I think it's over for him, in my opinion. So he's going to have to come up on the mental side of it too. He said it's 95% mental. He said it himself. And right now, it appears that Fury has the mental edge after this presser, man.
Yeah, I really do think that Tyson Fury has the mental edge in this fight. On the political, what you say is Fury said he's thinking of getting to 300 pounds. I even though I do know Tyson Fury said that. I mean, Tyson Fury, it'd be crazy for him to get to 300 pounds. I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's just talking as it relates to that. But he can come in at the same weight he came in last time, 275. You know what I mean? And I don't think Fury is overconfident. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think Tyson Fury is overconfident. Tyson Fury knows that if he can get by this fight right here, he has an opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua to make the biggest payday of his life. So if you're Tyson Fury, from your standpoint, if you're Deontay Wilder, you just want to save face for your bomb squad nation, right? But if you're Tyson Fury, you're saying, hey, you know what? I got to get by this guy in order to get to AJ and make the kind of money that I want. I'm not gonna mess this up. I'm not gonna mess up the bag. Fury's trying to get to the bag, so he's not gonna make the rookie mistake of being overconfident. He's been boxing too long. He's a great fighter. Even Malik Scott said in the press conference that Tyson Fury is a great fighter. So you have a trainer who's training the Twerkinator, and your trainer is giving Tyson Fury all the props in the world. And he even brought up the fact that Tyson Fury bust his eardrum in sparring. Why he brought that up, I don't know, because Fury didn't bring it up. Fury said, look, I didn't even bring that up. You brought it up. He said, yeah, but I'm just saying, it ain't no shame in that. Stuff like that happened in the sport of boxing. This is what Malik Scott said, right? So, you know, it is what it is, man.
What can he say for him? What can Malik Scott, how can Malik Scott talk for him when he's had his ear busted by Tyson Fury too, right? I mean, did he hit these guys so hard upside the head that they lost some of their brain cells too? Deontay Wilder, it was his duty to come out there and face that man and without headphones on, right? That was like a permanent mute button, right? You don't do stuff like that. You don't go out there and talk all this trash, and then when you got the man in your face, you put on headphones. That to me is like, it's just pretty weak to me, man.
Yeah, that was some kid. That was some kid. That was like some little kid shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, damn. I wish I was up there to speak for him, because I'm like the energy, the lack of energy that I saw. I'm like, shit, I got more energy than that, man. I know I can do way better than that. Like, damn, you need somebody who gonna hype. You need a real hype man. If you need a hype man, shit, I could have hyped them up better than that. You know what I mean? I could have hyped them up better than that. Just let me come on there and do the talking for you. You see what I'm saying?
He doesn't have that fear factor either, like Mike Tyson and none of those guys. Like, Fury's not scared, not one bit, of Deontay Wilder. You could just look at him and look in his face and see that he's not one bit scared of him. And I think Deontay Wilder tried to psychologically hype himself up when he took his shades off. Did you catch that? Right. When he took off his shades, he was trying to psychologically hype him. Deontay Wilder, he was trying to psychologically hype himself up. But, you know, it's not going to help him any, man. Fury's not scared of him. And Fury's brothers, they stood behind him too, right? Yeah. So all that stuff about the teams and all that stuff, and they're going to do this and that to Sugar Hill, man, it's just a bunch of talk, man, right? That's all it is, man.
Yeah, you know, so we saw what we needed to see, guys. We saw what we needed to see, man. Listen, man, I'm gonna drop this video. I got 36 notes that I took from this press conference, and I'm gonna address every last one of them. I have to. Hold on, we got Mike Singletary back in here. This is a brother that's 21 years old, I think. Mike, go ahead, fam. I'm gonna wrap the show up, but I'm gonna let you say what you need to say. Get your word in, brother. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I just was trying to get back in since I got off of work. I ain't really know where y'all was at with it. I just was hearing I think the last thing I heard was somebody say.
Where you at, fam? Where you from?
I'm from Texas. I'm out here like 20 minutes from Houston. I'm in West Texas City, Texas. Most people might know Galveston. That's like the next nearest city, like biggest city, Houston. But I'm out here in Texas, man. I'm in the South with it, man. You know the punching normal out here. But and that's why I got the views I have, man, because I'm coming from a legit, you know what I'm saying, a legit background of this. Like, I'm not coming from a fan point of view. I love him so much he's not gonna lose. Like, I'm a man at the end of the day, bro. I'm not fully there, but I'm endeavoring to be a grown man. You feel me? So all that kids, like all that sideline talk that they saying, that don't apply to me. But as far as real life fighting, that's why my only take on all this, man, is this right here. Tyson Fury can sing every song in the world about how Deontay a pussy, about how he's scared, but when the fight comes, that's what's important. The fight. It's not important what gets said. It's not important who don't want to speak. It's about the day of the fight. Can I ask y'all this one question? What was your honest opinion about the first fight? Let me just ask you that question first.
To be honest with you, the first fight, I thought that Tyson Fury won the first fight. I thought he
okay. I respect it.
Hold on. But when I read now, we do know that Fury gloves was coming down and they was flapping. That is true. Okay. I'm not denying that at all, right? Okay. I'm not denying that at all, right? So, but when I rewatched the fight again, I noticed that the fight was a whole lot closer than what I originally thought it just watching the first time. I had to listen, turn the volume down and stuff like that. So, the judges came with a draw. I can see that, even though that I first thought that Fury won like 9 rounds, right? Now the second fight, I clearly thought I rooted for Wilder. I said Wilder gonna get him this time. But what we know what happened in the second fight. Now, the only thing that got me was once the fight was over with, Wilder gave an interview. He said, "Listen, man, Tyson Fury won. He was just a better man this night." That's what he said. Yeah. And I respected that, because when you lose, you can bounce back. It's no shame in losing. You know what I mean?
If you can hand so many people L's, you can take one your damn self. You a man. Fakes. Yeah.
But then what happened was 2 days later, he did an interview with Kevin Iole, and he said that it was, he said Tyson Fury never hurt him. He said his costume wore his legs out. This is what he said with Kevin Iole.
That was the first Fugazi, and I agree. That was the first Fugazi thing we heard. Right. I agree.
But The problem that I have is this. This is my major problem. Out of all of the things, you threw Mark Breland under the bus. That bothered me more than anything, right? Because
and I feel that. I feel
Mark
that loyalty.
Breland, why would Mark Breland want to poison your water bottle to the point to where he will help the opposition beat you? If you lose, he lose. That doesn't make any sense. Mark Breland has an impeccable reputation in the sport of boxing. And this guy was receiving death threats from a lot of the rabid Wilder fanboys about these allegations that Wilder brought up, right?
Suburban kids. Wasn't nobody from the hood really calling this man, I'm gonna kill you. Man, come on, man. Knock that out.
No, I'm saying I'm saying I don't know, but it was dudes from the Alphabet Boy channels too. Even Drew Titan, you know, when they had the interview with on Fred Barbershop Talk, he came on and had Sugar Hill on. He told Sugar Hill, man, I wish you would have burnt up in the car fire. He's not a suburban kid. He's from New York, I think, right? And I'm like, dude, this is just going too far. So this is what make me, you know, feel the way I feel, right? You know what I mean? So it ain't even necessarily Wilder, even though he used a whole lot of goddamn excuses, but it was that point there. I just want to see him say, you know what? I'm finna go back in the lab. We finna get it back like what he said he's going to do. Let's just do that, man, because if you don't, if you know, that was my whole issue, and that's when I've been getting death threats, you know, just on on Instagram and YouTube myself and stuff like that. Niggas calling me all kind of stuff. I ain't worried about that, but it's to the point where it's trying to get beyond boxing. I want to keep it to boxing. That's my issue. So, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Man, and look, man, and I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna put it like this: if a person asks me what I rather see, do I rather see the dude tell me how he about to get right, or would I rather the dude show me that he about to get right? I'd rather the nigga show me he about to get right. I'd rather you know what I honestly rather looking at it full spectrum, bro. Because I'm gonna be real, I was at work sitting down chilling, and I came across the press conference on some random shit. You feel me? I'm like, oh, okay. But so I'm expecting speak it, believe it, receive it. I'm expecting all that. You feel me? I'm here for the hype. But when I seen what I seen, bro, a quiet press conference and only Tyson Fury trying to like have the comedy still there, the laughs and all, make it normal. Come on, bro. A real one can see through that. You trying to make this like you trying to still have fun. You still trying to play into the kid games, the jokes, the Jake Paul and Logan Paul type jokes, the YouTube jokes. I see the other dude is quiet as hell, ready to knock your head off. He's got embarrassed the last fight. The same dude that talked about he the baddest man on the planet that looked like a kid. So he's ready to knock your ass out. He doesn't want to say not one word to you because all you're gonna do is try to win the word game anyway. Niggas are not getting paid to win the word game. Niggas are getting paid to win the fight. And especially in Deontay case, Deontay got a lot on this fight. It's forget talking about if you lose, you're gonna retire. It's about looking in the mirror, fam. Do you feel like you really can beat that man ass or you feel like you can't? Come on, bro. I feel like Deontay Wilder can easily beat his ass. From the first fight, I feel like he can easily beat his ass. The second fight, it didn't look regular. I'm not about to say no kid stuff like, oh, he cheated. I'm going to simply say it didn't look regular. It didn't look regular. You're not finna tell me the first fight looked close, but the second fight, a nigga get dusted. Come on, bro. If it was really that, I don't even think he'll want to get his paper back, bro. I think he'll just like hang it up. If you really get your ass taxed like that, like legitly, a nigga hang it up, bro. He wouldn't want to get his paper back like this. Come on, man. Hey, all I can say. Oh my girl, my bad. All I can say, man, is I'm ready to fight because no matter what nobody say, they gotta fight. No matter what Tyson Fury fans say, no matter what Deontay Wilder fans say, they have to knuckle up and box. They don't gotta knuckle up, but they gotta box. So shit, come on, man. That's what it's all about. I know Deontay not about to go in there, and I know he not about to go in there and look weak. Come on, man. It ain't no excuses this time. You used your excuse card last time. You ain't got none this time. So that's all I'm saying, y'all. I just feel like we're gonna see a fight, and I just feel like Deontay gonna win by knockout. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can take that to the chin.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it ain't nothing wrong with that, man. We don't know exactly what's going to happen in the fight. I have my prediction. You have your prediction. If you're wrong, I've been wrong a million times, and I've been right a million times. So it is what it is. We don't know what's going to happen until the fight happens. But I really do thank you for coming in. I really respect your opinion. You know what I mean?
Thank you, bro, for letting me come in.
Hey, man, listen, man. So other than that, what's your YouTube channel? You say you got a boxing channel?
Oh no! I don't got a boxing channel. Nah, no. I just
Okay.
got a YouTube channel, and I was looking at the boxing. I don't got no boxing channel.
All right. Well,
But
listen.
I'm just a random person, man.
All right, man. Well, salute, man. I appreciate you coming over here, man, subscribing. I will we gonna go back live again. We finna get ready to wrap the show up. I don't want to hold everybody up. We're gonna wrap the show up, man. But I really appreciate you, brother, for Matthew, a brother from Texas, man. He represents for the Bomb Squad. I got much respect for you. I like the fact that you took the time out to come on this show because it does get kind of hostile here. But again, when you come on this show, it's gonna be respectful. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody. Nobody. I'm not gonna allow that on this show. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna be threatening you, calling you out. We might challenge you, but ain't gonna be none of that. You know, that don't go on over here. You know what I mean? So much love to you, brother, man. I appreciate the fact that you called from work. You was working. You could be doing 1,000 things but working. So I appreciate that. You know what I mean? So all right, salute to you, fam. Salute. Let's give my brother Matthew a round of applause.
All right, let's
salute to you, brother. All right, listen, guys. I'm gonna let Bowl and Blood wrap the show up in the last call. Let me get the super chat out the way. Shout out to my brother Punch, man. Shout out to Punch for the super chat. He said, "My brother, God bless to the channel." Shout out to my brother Blood. My brother Coach, love you, man. Much love to you too, man.
Shout out to you, Moonshine.
Yeah, man. Salute to you, man. And
to this day,
we're gonna represent for New Media Today, USA Boxing.
to this day,
We're gonna represent for Blood Retro Boxing.
to this day,
We're gonna represent for Punch Drunk Boxing.
to this day,
And we're gonna represent for my brother Bo.
to this day.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man.
You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what? I dare you to sit up there and say it's spring. You know what I'm talking about, man.
For really though, you know what we talking about over here, man. So Bo, anything you want to say, man? And we're gonna let Blood go ahead and wrap it up.
Hey man, awesome show as normal. Definitely looking forward to that video you're gonna put out tomorrow, man, because I got to see the fireworks come from it. You know what I'm saying? And Blood, much respect, man. When you gonna start doing your lives again, man?
Hey man, as much as I can, I'll get some in there, man. You know, I just do them at random, you know. But man, it's been good. It's been good getting on here with you again, though, Bo, man. It's been good getting on here with you and Coach Malachi, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. And I just wanted to say, man, you know, hey, the fight's coming up now, man. Pretty soon we're gonna get all the answers we've been waiting for anyway. I'm looking forward to all the things that you pulled out of that notebook, Coach.
Yeah, man, I got, bro. Listen, Bold. Blood. I have 11 on this page. I have 2-3 pages.
What?
Yeah, 25. I have 36. I have 36 notes, 36 takeaways I took from this fight. Like literally, when she was asking questions, I jotted down everything Malik Scott said. I jotted down everything Tyson Fury said. I jotted down what Bob Arum said. I jotted down what Sugar Hill said. You see what I'm saying? What they was working on. And then I even caught when Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder was face to face. I was listening very closely. This is what he told Wilder. He said, "You know what's coming, right?" And Wilder was just sitting there. He had his glasses on, and he was just sitting, and Fury was smiling at him like, "You know what's coming." That's what he said. He said, "You know what's coming." You know what I mean? So, and now, when the fight happens, that is yet to be determined who's going to win. Me, I am of the opinion that Tyson Fury is going to beat him. You know what I mean? The intimidation factor is gone. He ate the right hand the first fight and the second fight. So I don't want to hear anything about, hey, man, if he landed the right hand, it's going to be over with. He landed the right hand in the first fight twice, and he landed the right hand 3 times in the second fight, and it wasn't over with. So you're going to have to come with something more than the right hand. You know, if I'm Deontay Wilder's coach, I would say this. Your fans are saying that all you have to do is land the right hand and it's over. The only problem with that is you landed the right hand twice and it wasn't over in the first fight, and you landed the right hand 3 or 4 times in the second fight and he ate it and it wasn't over. So that tells me what? We need to work on more things than just landing that right hand. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have to learn, put more tools in the tool belt. And hopefully Malik Scott can instill that in Wilder. But Malik Scott did say in the press conference, Blood, that Wilder is very stubborn. So
yes, I heard that. I heard
Right.
that.
Right.
And that's very interesting because, you know, he's supposed to be his coach now. Wilder needs somebody that he listens to. Saying that he's stubborn, that I don't want to hear that. He needs somebody that's not a yes man over there.
Right. You know what I mean? So
and I thought Wilder was supposed to be getting another trainer or some guest trainer or whatever for this fight.
Man, listen. It's one more thing, Blood. I hope you remember this. That Tyson Fury said. He said, "You know what, Malik Scott? It doesn't matter what you teach him. He's not going to listen." He said, "Well, you can't say that." Malik Scott said, "You can't say that. He's listening. He's doing everything that we talked about in training camp." He said, "Yeah, I understand all of that, but when I land this right hand on him, when I punch him in the face, then what? He's going to revert right back to what he has been doing his whole career." Deontay Wilder is a one-trick pony. He only knows one way to fight, period. You know what I mean? He doesn't understand angles. He doesn't understand how to slip punches. You know, his head movement is not the best in the world. They're working on that, right? He doesn't understand. Now, he does understand timing, how to set that right hand up. The only problem is you need someone who's flat-footed, who's going to stand right in front of you in the B line in order to land that shot the way you want to land that shot. Fury is not going to allow him to land that shot like that.
And he fights tall, too. Fury fights tall.
He has to fight tall because you one thing you know, Blood, is this. That's what they teach at the Crunk Gym.
Yep.
They teach him how to fight tall.
To be aggressive, too. And I believe Tyson Fury, I believe that's the approach he's going to take. He tells a lot of lies, but I do believe him when he says that he's going to come right at Wilder, just like he said last time.
Yeah, he said, you know what I mean? So listen, man, other than that, man, listen, please go to my brother, man, Blood Retro Boxing, man, and please subscribe to his YouTube channel. I want to send a big special shout out to my brother Bo. We're going to give both of these brothers round of applause. Round of applause from the brothers, man. Round of applause from the brothers, man. We're going to go ahead and wrap the show up, man. And I really thank everybody for rocking with me. Anything you want to say, Bo, to wrap it up?
Nah, I'm just waiting for that video to drop, man. That video you got cooking and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm finna record it right. I'm finna record it right now. As soon as I get off, I'm finna record it right now, man. I got to address it. I got to address it, man. It's gonna be a long premiere video. It's probably gonna be like 30 minutes, but it is what it is. I have to address everything. You know what I mean? And we're gonna drop it tomorrow. And we're going live again tomorrow at 3:00 as well. So other than that, man, salute to my brother Bo, man. Peace out, brother. We'll be back on again tomorrow at 3. And I'm gonna have the premiere video dropping at 12 o'clock.
All right, y'all take care.
All right.
Peace, everybody.
Anything else you want to wrap up with, Blood?
Hey, man, I got one thing to say. Peace. See y'all tomorrow.
All right, man. To this day. All right, peace, man. So anyway, let me go and give everybody a shout out, man, in the chat, man. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell. Shout out to Carmen Serene for coming by. Shout out to Lady Shan. Please go to her channel and subscribe to her channel, Lady Shan. Shout out to Punch Drunk Boxing. Please subscribe to his channel. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. Please go subscribe to that brother channel, man. My brother Major Key Boxing and Troy Graham. That's my brother as well. Shout out to man, I know I'm forgetting somebody. Shout out to my co-host Shelton Moore. Definitely that. Definitely my brother Shelton Moore. Shout out to Kathy W. Chiming in from the UK. Shout out to my brother Matthew, man, rep from Texas, representing, man, for just representing for what he believes as it relates to Deontay Wilder. Shout out to that young brother right there, man. That brother was at work when he called in, so I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? On this channel, I'm gonna try to be respectful for all of the guests that's on here. Nobody gonna threaten you, and ain't gonna be none of that stuff coming on this channel. I'm not gonna do that. I don't do that over here. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be respect. If it's not gonna be respect, when people come on the panel, then I'm gonna kick them off, and you're gonna have to come back some other time. But that's how I like to do it over here. You see what I'm saying? Other than that, man, shout out to my main man Ryan. Shout out to Spiker Hahn. Yeah, Spiker Hahn. Shout out to my brother Thomas Basie. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to my brother Smith and West, who was on early as well. Shout out to Dennis. Shout out to Dennis, was calling from Africa as well. I forgot which country he was in. Shout out to my brother Ronald Finkley. Shout out to Humble Reform. Shout out to Morehouse. Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Dennis. Shout out to Kansas City Mac. Man, what you know about Kansas City Mac, man, and Big and Smalls, man? You see what I'm saying? What is it? Let's do it again. Let's do it again. You see what I'm saying? What you know about that there, man? Kansas City Mac and Big and Smalls, man. That was one of my favorite movies, man, with Bill Cosby sitting in 48, man. And what my brother name John Amos, not John Amos. Yeah, John Amos. He was playing Good Times, man. He was Kansas City Mac. You know what I mean? So anyways, I got sidetracked a little bit, y'all. Shout out to Ryan Thompson. Shout out to John Wick. Shout out to Adrian. Shout out to the Molder X. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to Eventual Visitor. I know I'm speaking fast, but y'all just listening too slow. You know, us country boys from the South, we talk real. You know, in Florida, we talk real fast, and in Texas, they talk a little bit slower. You know what I mean? Shout out to John Wick. Shout out to KJD. Shout out to Corey Bradley. Shout out to Paul Burke. Shout out to Anthony Micken. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell. Shout out to the G the PT. Shout out to the MP Gamer. Shout out to Gamo. Gamo was on as well earlier from LA, calling from LA as well. Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to Saber U. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Morehouse. Shout out to let's see. Make sure I want to make Peter Von Arks. Shout out to Peter Reeves as well as Peter Von Arks. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to who else we got? King KO. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Southside Boxing. Southside Boxing in the building. Shout out to him. Let's see. Shout out to Richard A. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. Please salute to my brother channel as well. Shout out to Ryan Thompson. Shout out to Adrian again. Shout out to Tony's Reviews. Shout out to Naganish. Shout out to Red Hawk. Shout out to Eliza. Shout out to Ryan Thompson. Let's see. Shout out to Anthony Breland. Anthony Breland. Is that Mark Breland's son? Right. Okay. Anthony Breland. I wonder if this Mark Breland's son. I think this is Mark Breland's son. Hey, listen, man. Anthony Breland, man, send me if that's you, man, please reach out to me, man. Please reach out to me. You can hit me up in my DM at Coach Malachi Williams. I'm on Instagram, Coach Malachi Williams. Or just leave a message in one of my videos. I'll reach out to you, but I'd love to have you on the channel and interview you. You know what I mean? Anthony Breland. If this is Mark Breland's son. Shout out to Southside Boxing. Shout out to, make sure I get it, Bacon and Egg. Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to my brother Ronald Finkley. Let's see. Shout out to Easy Bands. Shout out to Molder X. Shout out to my brother Halim, and shout out to Coach Asgi, who was on yesterday. Tyson Fury's one of Tyson Fury's trainers, former trainers, Coach Asgi. Shout out to my brother there, man, Coach Asgi, man. Salute to you, bro. Shout out to Carlos Mendoza. Shout out to you, fam. Let's see who else we have. Shout out to Eliza. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to Easy Bands. I want to cover everybody before we wrap the show up. Shout out to Dennis Aldred. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to Mike P. Scientific Mystic. I think that's it. I think I got everybody. Other than that, that's it. That's our boy Coach Malachi Williams. Hold on. Shout out to Don Stan 70s Boxing. Okay, and Kansas City Mac once again. And shout out to S-Mix 85. Once again, it's our boy Coach Malachi Williams. Represent for New Media Today USA Boxing. Tune in tomorrow at 12 o'clock. We're going to drop a premiere video. I'm finna go record this video right now. Premiere video, I will be in the chat during the premiere. At 3 o'clock, we are going to piggyback and do another recap of this press conference, because you know this press conference was kind of lit on one side. Other than that, this is our boy Coach Malachi Williams. Represent for New Media Today USA Boxing. Signing out. Once again, peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.